ain't got to answer that. All right, we live. So niggas tried to guilt trip me, talk about so you ain't never show up to stream and da 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 this da 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 da. Okay, fine. I feel bad. Soap is an asshole. So Soap goes out of his way to set the shit up since niggas was on my ass to do it. And guess what happened to Soap? Ain't nobody fucking show up. Look. Look. Hello, but there's a cast of characters on this channel, and the fact that is you know y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. Okay, yeah. So we kind of miss a lot, right? Like a lot of shit has happened. hmm yeah, we could get into the Tower of God shit real quick, cause like I still kind of feel some type, like I don't feel no type of way about the anime choice that like the animation choice that they did. Uh, if it's 26 episodes, like they might start season two in this motherfucker. Like you just said 26. Oh, and what are we at? Like four? Four just dropped. But like we're almost at the end. They're about to start the last test. Hello. Yeah, I know. I just saw that. No, they only hear. Yeah, they can. Hold on. I'm gonna just turn on my phone. Give me 1 second. Y'all keep talking. I've been said that. I've been said that. I've been said that. I've been said that.
So let me ask y'all niggas a question, right? From the anime to the webtoons, the
Yeah.
changes, y'all ain't got no problems with them at all.
No,
No,
not at
not
all.
really.
I listen, right?
Cause
The fucking this the only problem that I do got is it's probably small, but I just want to know like how they gonna rectify it. Like needles is swords in the anime. So when we do get to the part where like it's a like needles is different from swords, what they gonna be like? Oh, this is just a different type of sword. Like when they get to Ari
Probably.
Hone and Ari Hone and
Hey, I
Han,
just realized
yeah,
them
them
two
niggas couldn't
niggas.
hear y'all the entire time, so they can hear us now.
All right,
yeah, yeah.
but
But
yeah,
yeah, like
like
the price gonna just do it something like something simple. You know
wait,
what
you
I mean?
said they can hear us now, Mosh?
Hmm.
Like
All right, well
Yeah, but
let me ask the
it's probably
question
something
again for the
simple.
niggas that didn't know and shit. The question is like in the Tower God anime, needles, like the black march, is swords. They call them swords and shit, katanas and whatnot. So like when we get to the part where like Ari Hone and Ari Han is told and like, oh, the Ari family can't use swords and they can only use needles, is they gonna say they can only use like little swords or like change that in the anime.
it's
Probably
just
It'll
something
when
some
it's a
it'll
simple.
probably
sword, it's
they
probably
probably
just a
just use a different
generalization of it.
word for
It's
sword. Like you know what I mean? Like they just won't call it that. Like they might just call it a needle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All
but
right, Lord Eisen here.
What's up, Isaac?
Yeah, what's up, boys?
what's
Welcome,
good with
welcome.
you.
Our first guest in the league of incredibly petty men, Lord
Now
Eisen and shit.
he not the first. We have Virgo.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
I
we have
mean, nigga.
Virgo,
Oh
we
yeah,
have
true.
Milo.
I forgot about them boys. That is a fact.
No, but you see, is this a time paradox? This is technically before Virgo. We just posted it after. Yeah, facts.
You know, kick him
Nigga,
out. Kick
what?
him out.
You might be back in. I got you. Hold on, B.
But fucking so y'all think they just gonna be like, yeah, these are just different types of swords and shit. Like the needle instead of saying, oh, this is a sword.
Wait, are we
Cause
talking about
it's
the
probably
anime or the manga right
generalization.
now?
Yeah. The anime, how the anime called the Black March a sword.
So they probably just probably say it's a sword, but it's a special sword, something like that. I don't think again. I don't see them making like a huge thing out of needles and swords like that. I don't see them doing it, but they do. That's fine. But I doubt it. Cause I said they made sense to actual water in the anime, which is dumb.
It's
Okay,
not
so
dumb, cause
But
niggas still describing
yes,
it.
it is.
I
That
think
is
that's
dumb.
only
Having
because of the
sugar with butter is
people
dumb.
that we're looking at. Like Lororo and what's her name and fucking Hanson Yu. Like their shit literally is water though. But when we meet Ivankel and White, just when we get to
Yeah,
season 2, like it's not gonna look like that. Just period.
You lag right now, stuff. You like you scratching
but
and shit.
what? Nah, you know what really like threw me for a loop is like when they showed him using Shinsu against Harryone, and I was just like, why the fuck are they making all this godly light and Shinsu explode? coming out. That's like
No, we're saying it's like water. We're saying like how they got the shit to look at it in the anime.
Yeah,
It's like actual like water. Like
So y'all
water.
just don't like the way it looks in the anime.
That's
Well, then
I don't like the
how would
aesthetic.
they like
Make it
visualize
more
the actual Shinsu
translucent.
then?
because that's
Make
the
it more
yeah.
translucent. That's it.
Like
That's all you got to do.
you can clearly see because what they described, like Bam right now in season 3, he has water Shinsu. And
Hmm.
they call that like the most pure form of Shinsu there is. So for them to be doing that right now in the anime is going to confuse people when he gets that like more pure Shinsu level later in the series because it's just going to look like the same damn thing.
Yo, and fucking to add to this, I was looking this shit up earlier, right? I was going to like the blog posts and shit. When they was talk, you know how they got the like how the God of Guardians taught them that one technique that they say only irregulars can use. I think it's called like Shinran Rory or some shit like that. The black
The
hole
black hole.
sphere. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When you think about that, bro, that shit is weird to me because he tells you like, yo, only irregulars can use this, but he can use it, and that nigga's an artificially made person. So
Well,
it's a lot.
I think it counts to the effect that you have to be outside of like the administrator's reign to use that. So
Yeah,
I
but so would
I
that
don't
mean artificially made people is like irregulars? Like if you could create life, your life would be outside of the rules of the
I
tower.
would think it is to a degree because look at Beta. Beta doesn't necessarily apply to the same rules as regulars. Like he couldn't be inside the what's the name because he wasn't a regular officially. And it I don't even think he really has to pass tests. Like he can just hop inside the weapon and get carried as a weapon.
True,
Yeah.
that is true.
How
Hmm.
y'all how do y'all feel about the how y'all like that?
I'm gonna put it to you like this, right?
characters of fire. Characters of
The
fire, man.
I don't like the still frame. You feel me? I feel like they lacking in that. Like
Still
this
pretty
is a
good.
nah, bro.
Nah.
When they still frame people, bro, it literally looks like shit. I could if I had a kid, he would hang that drawing up on the refrigerator
That's
like
good,
dad, I
bro.
drew this.
Listen,
Like
that's
that's really
that's
how
good.
it be though. Like
That's good.
and that's
That's
only the
cool with
still
me.
frame. No, it's not.
That's it.
That's
That's
not, bro.
good.
I
Listen,
mean,
It,
honestly, from an animation standpoint, like if we looking at purely just animation, they are kind of like I would say that they're using this art style to lackluster it because like the animation altogether is I would say subpar.
Okay,
man,
so
y'all cap.
do you think it's
Animation
because
is
it's the
good.
studio's fault, or you think it's the budget, how they working with? Because
I mean,
you
it
gotta
could
realize
be
it's
the
a
budget.
Crunchyroll original. They don't really. They
Yeah,
probably either
like
they had in-house animators or they had to outsource that
This
jump.
otherwise, this thing, y'all like everybody's thing. Everybody keep looking for One Punch Man season 1, or as of now, Demon Slayer. Like people looking for that, and like sometimes you don't need all that. Sometimes you can keep it simple, and it still be
nah,
good.
hater,
Oh no, no,
hater.
I
Listen,
fuck with the art
Uh,
style heavy. I like it. I
I
like
love it.
y'all,
That's
like y'all
fire to me.
I
expecting.
know what this shit is, bro. It's them trying to follow seasons one aesthetic of how the man would look, right? But bruh,
Mm-hmm.
listen, bruh. If I go to any other fucking manga in like history that got an anime adaptation, it's it's rare that unless it's just a bad studio adaptation that they don't improve on certain things that happen in the beginning of a manga or whatever. Like
yeah.
you're not going. It's not like you don't
But
try and
this
improve
thing
on
you
like
said
character
manga
designs
fan.
and
This thing,
shit.
wait, this thing
No,
you said
hater,
manga.
dude. This is hater. I want you to
Actually,
understand.
no. You
This is the
can't even
same
say
shit.
that because Noblesse when they got their what is it? Their one episode that got dropped, the animation in that was way better than what it was drawn.
Yeah,
Because
And
it
that's
fit the
no bleeds.
aesthetic of that series, though. Though you gotta realize that
That's
though.
no bleeds. And those probably like that. They ain't. It'll probably that's no
Noblesse
bleeds.
is on some Castlevania Netflix type shit. Like
So it's gonna
it's
look
nah.
some
clean, look crisp.
It was the same. It was the same shit. It was a Webtoons original when they did it. I get what
Right,
you're saying, hater, but I want you to understand, like, bruh, when we say manga, all that shit, bro, it's the same thing as what anime is.
bro. Look at
Anime.
high school. High
Hold
school
up,
look
chill,
clean as
hater.
heck.
Hater, chill. Listen,
Oh, you feel
anime
me?
only means animation in Japan. So, like, bro, when I say manga, this is only a fucking manga in Korea or China,
Bet.
depending on how you spell it. So, like, it don't matter that this is a manga and that's not a manga. Like, bro, like when have you seen like not trying to improve on unless it's just a bad anime adaptation, like a fucking Tokyo Ghoul or some shit. Like you going to try and improve on
Man, that
bad
shit
things
hurt.
that
Don't
was
bring
in the
that up. Why
fucking.
you bring that shit
But
up? Why you bring that shit up,
but it's
bro?
say, but since it's
That
not
was
saying
that's the one example I had,
no,
bro.
You
but
could have
since
used,
thing,
but you could have used the
hold on, wait,
2016 Berserk. You didn't have to use Tokyo
hold
Ghoul.
on, Rage,
Yeah,
wait,
like just
hold
some
on,
shit
Rage.
like that.
Sensei, in my defense, to rebuttal that, my thing is because of how we always discuss the series and stuff. In my opinion, they took out the bad things. They took off all the fluff. Like, you know how we discuss the series, like pretty much like the series is good. Like season one was good, but it just was boring at times. And to me, what they did
See,
was they take it out was to take out all the fluff. Like they
S-
have all the good stuff
no,
that you
you need.
care
I
about.
feel like you need. I feel like this is the story where you need the fluff. The fluff in Tower God is actually
Oh, I agree. You
important.
know, listen. I agree. It's important. I'm saying before the anime, you know, how people are when it comes to anime, they ain't trying to like. Unfortunately, they ain't trying to have all that fluff. Fam. They want to get to it. You know, people
Bro,
talk. They want to get
nah,
to it.
nah, nah, bro. Niggas love Hunter x Hunter 2011, bro.
I'm niggas.
I
He's
agree.
me.
Yeah,
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 and
we
it and
all
it and it
niggas.
legit you legit will get a 10-man dialogue of this nigga explaining some shit that's going on. So like,
Like, yo,
See, hold
listen,
on, wait.
listen,
What's that?
hater. This next
Uh,
episode
uh-huh.
is gonna be crucial because
Oh
this
wait,
next episode,
Tyson,
this next
hold on.
episode
in
is
defense
the
of Hunter x Hunter
position.
Hold on,
2011,
wait. Y'all
he
said
dropped books
y'all
after
forget.
the chapter's released, though, to
But
like
wait,
further
hold on,
illustrate the
wait.
shit.
Y'all forget that's 2011. You forget Hunter been around too long. They done had 90s Hunter. They done had the whole. They
Mm-hmm.
done had all that. So like people already knew like what to expect from Hunter. It's just that they improved on that. They messed up the first time around. They improved on the second time with 2011. So you can't use that because it's already improvement on something that's already. Like this is just this is Tower God. It's a popular manga. Boom, here you go. And that's
nah, but
Uh,
I feel like you
All I'm
should
gonna say is
know.
Corolla look way better in the 1999 version than he did 2011. That's just
I
me.
would
I'm just saying.
I would say that you should know, like, from One Piece, from Hunter x Hunter, etc., that these are stories that Tower of God is a story like that where you need this extra dialogue and all this going on. So to
but
But
cut
wait,
you
that
gotta
out
hold
you
on,
is
gotta
wait.
realize
like,
this. You gotta look at the studio and the people who are the executives of the jump, right? The creators and all that shit, right? If you got the studio and it's a top name studio like Toei, you got like I don't know some more so Period, some more shit. Them niggas get the shit right. You feel me? Niggas don't criticize it like that. But if you got a low budget studio, they're gonna have to take out some of the fluff to fit those 13 episodes to make it appealing to the general population of anime.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
but let
let
like
me
me
put it to you
say,
like
we
this.
know Crunchyroll just threw it to whatever studio they needed it to be in, and they kept it at the season one animation because it was just the cheapest, easiest thing to do. And I'm pretty sure they did
Mm-hmm.
that because they didn't know if it was gonna flop. Because when they first dropped that first
that's what I'm
Nobles
saying.
episode, nobody really picked up on it. So
That's good. Let's
See,
say that's because nobody's wasn't that. I mean, I say it wasn't that. I'm saying it wasn't that big, but like it wasn't like Tower God coming into this season. Like it's always like kind of like
I
similar
don't
nah,
think
numbers.
Nobilis was
Nobles
that
wasn't.
big, bro.
No,
Nobilis is technically the biggest webtoon that
oh no,
Webtoons has. It's
Sensei,
literally number one, and it's ended for like 2 3 years.
no, Sensei. That's what I'm saying. I ain't say what big. That's what I'm saying. What big? I'm saying coming into it like Tower God, like a guy how to all stuff like it had like it's popular and it got like a little hype. I'm saying I don't think that No Blues the first time
Mm-mm.
around had that hype going to the
This
first
is
episode.
No, that's
no.
because
That's
webtoons
why it
in
got the
hold up.
episode.
The reason why is because webtoons in general didn't have that hype. So nobody was looking for Noblesse
Oh,
or Tower of
listen.
God or etc. back in 2016 when it dropped. This the same way that like Boku no Stray Dogs has been finished for years now, or like a few years on its third season, and people are just now watching the
Mm.
first season on Twitter and they think this is gas. It's like
Let,
people are
let
just
me
This
late.
shit been out like where
let
you
me
been
bring
at?
up
Like this
let
shit
me
been
bring
guys.
up
Like what
another
you
point.
talking about?
It's like let me bring up another point. I feel like the fucking us paying for like fast pass chapters is another thing. Like, but now that you pay for chapters and shit, you feel more involved with the fucking shit. So it's like, bro, when I found out like, yo, it's an anime coming, of course I'm gonna be more involved in this shit because I damn near done paid for the interest of the shit, nigga. They
Hold on,
see that
That's
we
the
paying for this
disillusionment. You
shit.
gotta get
hold
out of
on.
that mindset,
But
nigga.
wait,
You
this is my
not involved. You
sorry.
just a
No,
fan, nigga.
it's not. It's not.
Fans
No, it's
pay for
not
what they
about.
want. Niggas not
That's not. Listen. Listen to me, Rage. That's
go
not a
ahead.
disillusion, bro. What I'm saying is if I'm not paying for this shit, right, and I'm just getting it week to week, I'm not paying for it. I'm not as involved in like, oh, I care that it's an anime coming, or I care about how the production is. Is if nigga now that I am paying for it, and I see that before when we wasn't paying for it, it was never no talks and no anime, no nothing. Now that they see the increased value, like yo, these niggas willing to pay for this shit every week, and we gonna get thousands and millions of niggas to pay for this shit. We gonna give them an anime because we see that this shit has capital interest and shit. Like it's we can this is something we can build upon, and that's why I feel like that interest is what got him the anime. The reason why Nobilis got an anime nigga is because in 2016, I think Nobilis ended, and it was the biggest
It
thing.
did. It
And
did.
yeah, it was
It
the
did.
biggest thing in webtoons. Still to this day, Nobilis is number one, and it ended in 2016.
I ain't gonna lie. I read that shit. That shit some gas. I ain't gonna lie. I read it.
Yeah,
Nigga,
that
that's
shit
I
that's
see.
fire,
I
like
see
bro.
why
that
they
is
did
like
it.
Oh, wait,
I
the
say,
see
say,
why they
first.
did it.
hold
That's
on.
like between that and Castlevania. That's like a equal one of favorite vampire type story I've ever seen. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But no, it's my thing because I'm sure we all seen the God of High School trailer, and y'all would see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all not gonna from how it looks. Y'all not complaining about how it looks, right?
well,
And
that's
I'm
because
saying,
God of High School on trailer ain't matching the same way God of High School was drawn. It's better than what it was before.
but it's
Yeah,
drawn clean. It was to
so
say it's
and
already
I,
drawn
I
clean though.
feel
Let's
like
say
I feel
it's
like
already
that's the
drawn
type of
clean.
anime. It's
But
like
literally,
boom. It's like
it fits
of
that
course.
series.
Hater, but yeah, that's yeah, it fits the series. But that's what I'm saying, like, but what Eisen brought up, like, yo, it's still drawn better than what it was in the first chapters of the fucking manga. That's my point, though. It is, yo, it
It
is,
Say say
bro.
is.
It
say no
is.
no wait.
It's
It
more
is.
cartoonish. I'll say that. It's
No,
way more cartoonish than it is in the
hold on, wait.
webtoon.
I'm
It's
gonna, oh, it's like
way.
webtoon. The webtoon look clean. Let me listen. How you
The
get that
webtoon
drawn?
look clean.
It clean
The
like
bro, listen,
it look
this look
mad
like it
clean.
Something
look.
looking clean doesn't mean it can be better.
Yeah,
But that's the thing. I won't say how like to me.
like
Like I say
season two was clean. Season three is
no
better for
no
Tower of God.
no way I'm saying like I already say like to me like the anime is more cartoonish. Like it ain't like I'm talking about like cartoon like Looney Tunes cartoon. I'm talking like it's more like how it's like I'm trying to think of a good word to put it.
It's more animated.
No, anime. I guess a little more dirty. That makes sense. Like you know how like I
It's
say
more
clean.
gritty.
Yeah, gritty. Yeah, it's a little more gritty and yes, more gritty. Because like to me, like of course it's just drawings. Like the drawings like are mad clean in the manga. Like they mad clean.
Mm-hmm. They
Like so,
is.
and like we
All
see
right, wait.
the
Let me
manga, the
let me.
But you
anime
know
looks
what
a
I
little bit
think
more
it is
gritty.
though, hater. On that point,
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like to me, it's easier to make something look way cleaner if it's a still image versus you trying to animate it. Because
True.
animation, you have to do hundreds of little drawings to try to match that shit to a right pace, so it looks cool.
I
It
mean,
looks
if I'm
clean.
gonna be honest, Tower of God can't use that excuse because Neighbor has made their own animation of what TOG characters could look like in a better
Right.
animation.
Yeah, facts. That is a
It's
Hey,
fact.
already
I
made. So
wasn't
like
talking about Tower,
that's
nigga. I
why
was
I'm
talking
not
about
giving
God
them
of
the
High
excuse.
School.
That's what I said. They chose. That's what I said, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna say what I'm saying. Listen, they chose that
God
style
of
for
High
a reason.
School too.
As I said, listen, they chose
It
it, and
was it was
they feel
Tower
like
God, God of High School, and The Gamer. I think it was a
no,
game
no.
that they put out. They
Oh
had a
yeah,
game
the
animation
game,
for
yeah,
it.
the
Yeah,
game,
it was Tower God, God of High School, and
yeah,
another joint.
yeah. I seen that. And
That was literally Webtoon themselves. We got that animated
yeah, but
of
listen,
what like better animation would
that
look
was for
like.
that game.
Like
I'm saying that's for that game. But they probably thought, you know what, it probably like well, you can't afford it. It's more like this just for how we want to depict it to everybody. Just gonna use this animation style for this. And to me, it works.
I mean, it
Uh
wasn't Neighbor that decided it though. They gave it to Crunchyroll, and it was Crunchyroll that decided it.
yeah.
So,
But
so it's like I feel like I wouldn't say they completely downplayed it, but like they probably did it for a reason like that because they didn't want to spend that much money on animation and it flopped. So they went with that aesthetic view, had like mid animation and everything, and had people hyped because it looked like the aesthetic. And we all thinking, oh man, it's gonna get better with the series. Let's go. So
hopefully it do.
You know,
But
I
let
thought of
me get
something
back to
though.
the
My,
say what you gonna
my
say,
bad,
Rich.
sister. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Nah,
sister.
gonna say what you nah, because I'm about to change the complete topic.
The
That's what I'm saying. Say what you gonna
like
say.
on my last topic, I don't know if it was just me, but the way they did the backgrounds and the aesthetic of the whole landscape, I don't know why I thought of Fooly Cooley with their color schemes. You feel me with the backgrounds and just
I
like
get what you mean.
the pastel type colors that they use. You feel me? Some of it was bright to emphasize more shit, but like some of it was just like toned down. You feel me?
I mean, he do that in the manga though.
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah,
they did it more like certain colors, more pop. Like
they pop.
when
Yeah,
Bam first got transported to the like the Hunger
the
Game
second
floor, like the
floor.
first tech
Yeah,
floor, the tech, yeah, like that grass was like that shit was like nigga. It
I
was
feel
like,
you.
why is the grass this bright? You feel me? It's like one of them shit.
I feel you.
You know,
But listen, right? To get back to hater fluff thing, right? This
niggas.
I feel like the next episode is important, bro, because the next episode is basically the position training. So in this next episode, if they cut out fluff in this next episode, these niggas like anime onlys is gonna have just the roughest basic understanding of what positions is, and that's important as shit. So like,
Yeah, they gotta.
this next episode got to be like it needs the fluff. Like we shouldn't get 7 chapters next episode. We should get like 5.
I feel
Shoot,
like they
because
should
honest,
spread the positions onto the next 2 episodes. I feel like they should do that. If they really like want to explain that shit in detail, they should. But I don't think how they've been doing it. I don't think they are. I think it's just gonna be that one episode.
I think that's the thing though, is like they probably trying to give us a 12 episode season, which to be trying to
It's
fit
13.
13, to be trying to fit chapters that are normally longer than regular manga chapters in general, and you trying to fit 50 plus of those inside 13, you skipping out on way too much shit for a series that we already need extra blog posts for to understand.
Yeah,
But I think that goes back to like the joint of like anime, because like, bro, no honesty, bro, anime is basically advertisement to go read the manga. So like, I don't know. Like, I don't. I feel like they ain't think Tower of God was gonna be like a One Piece or Bleach or whatever. It's just we gonna get you like we gonna get you this one season, and everybody just gonna. And I don't feel like it should be like that because Tower of God is definitely One Piece level. It's way beyond One Piece in my opinion, but it's definitely that One Piece level of story where this shit could be weekly. In all honesty,
I agree.
yeah.
Actually,
With
no.
the whole,
Actually, note on.
what was you about
It
to say?
can't be. It can't be weekly, but I actually like it this way where. Granted, of course, you said the word fluff, but like you just take out because it's anime, so I ain't reading it. You just take out all the fluff and just give it to us like 12, 13 episodes a season to just keep it pushing.
hater, bro.
I
Cause,
got a
Listen,
question
cause
I
though.
it's,
like it. Like that.
I'm gonna be honest, cause like you can legit, if you legit is reading a chapter at a normal pace without rushing to it, it takes you like 10 to 15
15
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Oh, it's true.
you can literally put 2 chapters in an episode, or like even 1.5 if you being honest, and you would have a full ass episode.
True, but
all
Isaac,
right. Let me
Isaac,
ask
you
you
heard
something. Oh
people that
my
say they
bad. Go
read a
ahead.
series, they read it like, oh, listen. I mean, I like it, but it's just slow and it has too much flow. Like it's just too boring. So like, just take all the parts that people thought were boring. Because I'm pretty sure
Wait,
that's how you was
who
aware.
said it was too boring?
It's a
Of course,
lot of niggas
of
on Twitter saying
course,
that shit is boring.
this dudes on the people on Twitter, and then of course I hate using it as a limits test. But like dudes in Discord think it's boring when they read it or start not reading it, whatever. Yeah,
Man,
and Twitter
Dudes
sometimes I
read
too,
feel
fucking
like,
One Piece, dude. I
and
hate
Twitter
this
too,
shit. Niggas read
and
One
Twitter
Piece
too.
and watch Luffy run. Watch Luffy run for 50 chapters up a fucking Flower Hill to get to Doflamingo, but
that's what
and
I'm
this is
saying. Like,
boring.
like, and we're not. The Tower of God is doing nothing like that. Like that. That's a complete different case.
No, because Eisen like dudes was mad about the what you call about the door test. Dudes was mad about that because it was like the whole dudes were really mad
Yeah,
that
it was this one nigga on Twitter who wrote like a whole thesis statement on why he
Man,
thinks
I
Tower of
don't
God is
be,
trash,
bro. Don't
bro.
pay. I be saying, don't pay attention to Twitter niggas because they just retarded. I'm like, bro, I am not finna
But
argue
this nigga
with.
has a following though, and that shit backfires. If this he had like I think 30K followers, and like the shit blew up. It had 150 likes, 150K likes, and like 25K retweets. Nigga, that shit spreads. If you have a following, you talk negative about something,
yeah.
like that shit like spreads like cancer or corona
Let,
in that case. It spreads like corona,
let me
nigga.
let me
Yeah,
say
but
this, right? Fucking hater, bro. Think about this, right? In all honesty, bro, Tower of God and One Piece is like them 2 stories, in my opinion, that if we was to go away from it's so much information and so much world to it that, bro, you don't have to always follow the manga in terms of the anime. Like, bro, if we was to go and like Tower of God and get little backstories or side quests from other niggas that's climbing the tower in terms of anime episodes or like blog post episodes and shit that don't happen in the manga, I would be totally fine with that. You don't always like gotta, oh, I'm gonna use 5 episodes here, 5 episodes there for the what's the name? Like, it's mad expositional info that you could just animate. Like with One Piece, like
Okay.
every backstory and shit, you could animate that and throw it in the anime and paste the
Okay.
See,
anime.
but I was saying, see, I think that's where we disagree because in my opinion, how Tower God is, even if I don't get that information animated, I still understand what's happening. Whereas One Piece, because it might go to so trash and leave stuff out, he needs to animate it. Otherwise, it just don't make sense to begin with One
But
Piece.
Hater, you want to like to see what happened in between the 7 years and shit that happened in the what's the name? I would love to see that. Like, just
Sensei,
imagine.
I would too. But listen, the thing is, I would like to see it. But the thing is, it won't really affect how I view the series if I don't see it. Put like
It's
that.
not about affecting how you brew the series, bro. It's about giving you more shit. Like, bro, imagine you get to see how Rachel was playing Coon
Uh,
for 7 years and
uh,
shit. Come
oh,
on,
listen,
dude. I
li-
love to see that shit.
listen. Since I listen, I mean, of course, I would like to get more from anything. But like the thing is, like, I'm fine not getting it with Tower of God. With One Piece, I need it. Otherwise, it's gonna be garbage for me. Like certain things that thankfully that I've seen like animated. Okay, bet. I'm a lot more happy with how things turned out compared to the manga.
But
But
Whereas,
let me
it's
tell
not
you though,
about.
that
Oh, go ahead.
backstory shit can backfire because that's how One Piece did with Rayleigh flashbacks,
as I'm
nigga.
saying,
Every time
as
Luffy and a
I'm saying,
conundrum,
like I'm
Rayleigh
sure it'd be good.
flashback,
Thing. I'm
nigga.
sure if I see it
Nah,
animated, it'd be good. But like I don't really
that's
see it.
not the. That's not what I'm talking about, Rage. I'm you use a
You
Rage,
flashback
talking
to
about like
Rage,
explain
he
the
they
power.
do
greedy.
like a couple, like a whole
No rage, he
season
greedy.
dedicated to the
No
seven
rage,
Yeah,
years or
but
something like
like
no
that.
I
rage.
was
Not rage. He just greedy. He just wants to see more. He just greedy. That's all.
hold up.
It's
I
not
would
even about
say
seeing more. It's literally about okay, so you how you saying like yo, you wouldn't want Tower God to be weekly, but what I'm saying is with all the blog posts and all the expositional info that he gives, bro, you can adapt that into animation and prolong how long it takes us to catch up to the actual story of being up to date with the
If
fast pass and
if
shit.
I
if that's
mean,
the case, how you saying it, they got to change the format. Then the way you want it, they'd have to do it like they do Castlevania, where they drop a season. Every episode is like an hour or 40 minutes,
No,
and it's like
it's
20
Black Clover
episodes
does
in a
this.
season or some
You
shit.
know, Black Clover literally
Don't
does this, bro.
Black Clover is simple, bro. Yeah, you
Black
do
No,
it.
what
Clover
do
is
you mean?
way simpler. Don't do
No,
that.
what?
I
Hold
love
on, hold
Black
on.
Clover,
What
but
is
it's
okay?
simpler, bro.
But what are you talking about in terms of it's simpler? What I'm telling you is
Like
you adapt the
the
chapters,
information
right?
that they drop, it's simpler to
Hmm.
translate. It's literally one to one with Black Clover in the anime and the manga with the information because it's said there.
It really
There's
is
no
one to
extra
one.
exposition nowhere else
No,
being
there's not.
said.
There's novels and and a mad of the episodes are novels or his own manuscripts. Like the current the current Black Clover arc in the anime right now is all expositional info of their time skip that we never get in the manga,
that
and
is
then
true.
That's
fucking
true.
it's chapters in the when he was fighting Ladros, when you meet his Fonzel, that's all from a novel. You don't meet Fonzel in a manga
Oh, bet I
until
see
you
that. Okay,
see,
bet. Now I get it.
yeah.
Okay, bet Sensei. Oh, that's you then. That's just a you thing. I don't need to see all that from Tower God. I would like to, but I don't need to see that.
No,
That's
that's what
fine.
I know. I'm not. It's not about. That's what I'm saying,
It's not
Hater. I'm
about you
talking
having
about
to
like,
see it.
bro. This could be. Yeah, it's if it was week to week. Will we have enough to make it week to week? And I'm telling you, Tower God is one of those series with all this information.
I'm
You can
that.
make this a week to week anime.
Oh, you could, but guess what? It ain't how it is. So
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, you could, but unfortunately, that's not how it is. So I've already accepted that long ago. I'm past out. I'm past that already. I don't need
Wait,
like I'm
so
past that. I've
why
already
are we
accepted that
talking
long
about
ago.
it ain't how it like if we just gonna say it ain't how it is for something, there's no point in having an actual conversation, dog. Come on now.
No, all I'm saying
Yeah.
is that's the thing. Y'all saying that, of course, again, I agree with the point. If you have the information, you can spread it out, push it out, and like spread it out. But I'm far past that point. Like I don't at this point, I don't care about that already. Like I'm past that. Like I've already like accepted that this is going to be 13 episodes. They're going to do it this way. Fine, I'm cool with that. I've already accepted that with this. I've already
Yeah,
accepted
that's
that in the past.
fine.
I'm
That's
just saying,
fine.
like, I don't think Tower of God is a series that they need to be skipping information. If anything, that's like that's going to be a problem. Already, you
Well,
already got people. You
Tower
already
God is not Black Clover though. Black again, coming to popular Black Clover is already a popular ish shonen. already like coming in when it had as
Wait,
what
why
you
are we
call.
talking about that though? That's not what I was saying.
But I was saying like y'all was saying like it's a series that doesn't need to do all that, like kind of like cut things out. I'm like for the anime for people to get attached, it probably does because it doesn't have like much like fanfare and it needs to like kind of be successful. I don't say it needs to be successful, at least so that people actually like you're interested in, like past just like the webtoons, people, all that stuff. Like it needs to
I
actually like
mean,
have more than just.
I feel like
Like,
you're trying to think from a standpoint to help idiots who just won't understand the series. But it's like,
I
I mean,
mean, it's not really like helping them. It's just what it is. Like people won't
no,
understand it like that.
that's legit helping them. You're dumbing down the series to help people who gonna think it's boring because they're meatheads
And
and want to see fights.
and that's most. I won't say most, but that's majority of anime fans, fam.
That
Unfortunately,
I
like
mean,
people just that simple. Like people
yeah,
just
but
want.
animes can survive without people who do that, like Hunter x Hunter. There are plenty of people
I
who
agree.
don't read, water watch, or
I'm not
even touch
disagreeing with
Hunter
that.
x Hunter because of those reasons, but it's still a big thing.
Listen,
So
I'm not disagreeing with that, but hey, they chose it how they chose it, and we here. So let's say either we can either accept it or just have issues.
Yeah, but hater, like that's the point. Like we could discuss the issues that we have.
I ain't say can't discuss. Oh, I was just
All
saying.
right,
I
but
just
don't just say like when we bring up our issues, be like, no, well, I accepted it. So like that's just it, bro.
no. I said for me. I said I accepted it. I didn't say y'all had to. I said I've accepted it.
yeah, but it's just like if I'm gonna be honest, it's just talking to be talking at that point because like you're not adding anything to the issues or adding anything
No,
to
listen,
against it. It's just saying, oh, I accept it. I don't know why I don't want to accept it. Like,
no. It's the thing.
Now,
'Cause
fuck your
I thought
acceptance. I
something else.
want to know your opinion, like, bro. It's like to have acceptance, nigga.
I
You
told
already
you my
know it's.
opinion.
Hold
I
up,
told you
hater.
my opinion.
Listen
I
to
told you
me.
my.
It's to have acceptance, nigga. You gotta have like some type of like disposition against it, but you accepted it. Like, okay, well, there's nothing I can do to change this, so I just gotta roll with the punches. That's it. But it's like it's not. The punches still exist. So it's like,
Listen,
what is your gripe? What is your gripes with
it's
it?
not even
That's
gripe.
what the point of the conversation
Well,
was. It
sensei,
wasn't
thing.
just to be like, well, I see that it's bad shit, and I'm okay with it. Fuck it. That's how they gave it to me. I got it.
Sensei, like, but that's what I said. Like, I misunderstood what you were saying. And you told me I not understand. I was just saying, like, my gripe. It's not even a gripe. Like I said, it's just like I would like to see more. I told you, I would like to see more. It would be cool to have more. I would cool to head to the I put everything into the episodes, but they don't. So, and the thing is, I'm okay and I'm cool with what they giving us, and I like how it's presented so far. So I don't really have much to like really be mad at. Like I'm cool. I'm cool with how it is now, and like I would like more. More would be nice. It'd be great.
this is like the
But hey,
equivalent of this is like the equivalent of black people complaining about white people and then you being like, well, it is what it is. Like, bro, come on now.
that's pretty much me, man. Like I said, I misunderstood his argument. When we were saying it first. I understand. That's why I backed off because I misunderstood what he was saying at first. Like literally, I thought. So I said,
All right,
"Oh,
but
okay."
hater. Okay, so they just give it to you like that, right? They fuck up
Mm-hmm.
some certain shit and they replace it and whatnot, and then later on down the road, that could cause like certain mishaps for the series. So like, don't like you don't care like past season one of Tower of God, like if we get a season two and shit, because it's like certain shit that they could fuck up now that when we get to season two, they either gotta change the story to go along with their fuck ups, or they just fuck up like and just tell a right story and now niggas is lost like but what happened with the shit from season one and shit. That's how you got like fucked up animes like Toriko and Tower of God, I mean not and
Tokyo
Tokyo
Ghoul.
Ghoul, yeah,
Well,
Tokyo Ghoul and shit.
listen, that's the thing. That's them. I don't listen until that happens. A Tower of God, like on that level, on that scale. Then hey, then I'll complain. Until then, hey, I'm good. So like, I gotta see what they mess up first before I get mad. I can't get mad for something I don't know what they to
Man,
get mad at first.
hindsight 2020 hater, but you could also look to the future to discern
Wait.
problems.
So you mad about
Yeah.
something that might happen in the future,
That's what
bro?
I'm
You
saying.
It's
gotta
not
stop that.
mad about. Posing a concern is not being mad. Like, I'm not mad about it.
But
It's
that's the
just like,
thing, and you're gonna drive yourself crazy worrying about something that might happen
no,
and
it's
might
not.
not. You
What? What
just
do you
gotta.
mean? Like
No, yeah.
we
What do you
criticize
mean?
stuff all the time in different series. Why is it all of a sudden a problem when we want
But
to
it's already
criticize
happened.
what's
This
going on in
thing,
the
Y'all
already
manga?
thing,
Like,
criticize stuff.
things are
I'm
happening.
like hater, nigga. It
I
is
do
what it
too.
is. That's what they gave me.
I
Okay,
know.
I don't.
Wait,
If I don't like
this
it,
the
I don't like
thing.
it. I'm not
Certain
like
series, the things that already happened.
fucking armed about
I'm
shit.
concerned about has happened to where I criticize it. But like, I can't criticize something that ain't happened yet.
But
Like
see,
I can.
this is my thing. All right, so hater, let me put it to you like this, right? So if I go to these certain series and you see the certain shit that had let out bad, and then you kind of see that certain Tower God, and you like, all right, well, I see the same shit happening here. I can draw a conclusion. Is you saying that you can't do shit like that? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm not like mad or nothing that Tower God is doing this. I'm just saying like, why didn't it do it like this? And like you just
Okay,
saying,
you gotta
well,
change
oh,
that. Is you
what?
mad at why Crunchyroll's not doing it? Tower God not doing shit. It's Crunchyroll that's the
Okay,
is the
okay,
fucking
you
thing
gotta
up.
change your statement. I already said I'm not mad, so I never said I'm
Okay,
mad at
well,
anybody.
you're concerned about what Crunchyroll is doing with your one of your favorite series, Tower God. How about that? You concerned?
Yeah, but that's not. What does that mean though? Like this whole thing started off because y'all said like, yo, y'all mad, and we not mad or like we not mad at some shit that ain't happened yet or not. It's just like a concern. Like, yo,
It's
if this
to me,
shit
it's
do
almost like
happen like
To
this,
me, it's a
you're
nine to that.
preparing to get mad. Like you want not want
Yeah,
something bad, but it's like you're expecting it, so you're preparing to get upset and up in arms about it. Is what I'm saying.
pretty
That's
I
what I'm
much.
mean,
saying.
you can be
that's
intelligent enough to
assuming.
infer how things will happen based off previous stories and other
But there's nothing
situations.
there
So I
to
don't get
infer.
why you're saying it as a
As in
thing.
my opinion, and nothing to infer though. Like to me, everything is going good so
Exactly.
far.
Tower God is new,
So,
nigga. This is a new anime, new everything. This is
like
like
y'all putting the
How is there
negativity in
nothing
there,
to infer when we just gave y'all the inferences? Like we literally just told
and we're
y'all what it
saying,
was.
the product that's happened that gave us so far with the things that y'all are, that's happened, the things that
It
they've
ain't
given us
happened yet,
that's
right?
good.
It
No,
ain't
nothing.
happened yet,
To
right?
me, nothing bad's happened yet. To
Okay,
where I
so
be like,
hater, but
oh,
that
well,
hater, that's the point. That's why you make an inference. Ain't nothing happened yet. You make an inference
eh,
to see what's going to happen. What the fuck are you
so
talking about,
so
dude?
you're
Like,
wishing, you're saying
ain't nobody
wishing it.
wishing. It's deductive
Yes,
reasoning.
no, you so sensei.
This can happen. I never
Okay,
said I wish
okay,
for this to
okay, Sensei.
happen.
So Sensei, question: based off what you deduct, will it happen? Yes or no? Will it happen?
I
Because you
don't
say it's happened,
know.
but
I
you
literally
you
that's what the conversation is about. Is
okay.
what
So
could
I just
happen.
want to say
It's
this: until it
possibilities.
happens, if it does ever happen, I hope it don't happen. But until it happens, my nigga, chill
You
out.
don't care.
It's okay. It's okay, my nigga. It's good.
nigga
It's
breathe.
great from where it is right now. The first 5 episodes, dog. I love it. I've sent the shit to like two of my niggas. They love it.
That's a
It's
fact.
Hmm.
fine. Just
Everybody I
like
see that I
chill.
put
Just
on, they
ride the
like it.
wave right now. If they fuck up, then that's when you get up in arms. Be like, I
I
knew it was
literally,
gonna happen.
I literally
Blah
tell
blah
people,
blah. You
hey,
know.
listen, I tell that for everybody. Hey, you probably missed out on stuff. You want to know more about the series? Read. If you're not trying to read, hey, keep watching. Hey, keep watching and enjoying. So again,
Oh yeah,
people
that's something
have
I
a
say
choice.
too.
People
Hell
have a
yeah, they
choice.
skip
Like
something.
literally,
Hey nigga, just read it.
that's
Just
the
read
thing.
it. They
People
skip
have a
that. Read it.
choice. You can either read it and know everything, or just go to the anime and leave things out, and that's fine. Hey, that's fine. Either way, if you enjoy it, cool. Like, yeah, I ain't finna try to be like, oh, I ain't see this. I know what it's like this other show that they left out stuff. So you know what? This is something that concerns me. This may happen, and the more you wish it, the more it might happen. You know how
I
that
don't
go.
get
You
how. I
jinxing
don't
it.
get
You
who's
jinxing it
missing.
now,
I don't
nigga.
get
That's
who's
what it is.
missing anything or jinxing anything. Like, y'all don't. Y'all are being weird, bro. Like, do y'all understand the English language and the words that y'all actually using against the words that I'm actually telling y'all? It's weirding me out, bro. It's like, are y'all actually listening to what me and Eisen
I
is saying, or is
we're,
y'all like
we literally
interpreting
hear what
what
you're
we
saying.
saying as like,
What
nah?
y'all
Because
are
when you
saying
say
is
wish, when
inferring
you
from
say
other
when you
pop
say when you
happen,
say
nigga.
wish and when you say I wish this to happen on this and all of that, I've never once done that. This is a
You
stream on YouTube. We could go back and watch, and I've never once said like, oh, I want this to
Bye
happen
bye.
for the series and all that
listen,
shit. Like,
Sensei. How I'm hearing you talking again, Sensei. I'm hearing you
well,
talk. I'm
you
not saying
don't
your words.
understand English.
No, Sensei. This is what I'm
You don't
saying.
understand English. I'm gonna
Okay.
let that be known right now. You
No,
don't
Sensei. You said
understand it.
Sensei. This name. Now you get emotional. This is Sensei. I'm saying is based on what
I'm
how
not
I hear you
getting
say.
emotional. I'm literally like speaking
Sen-
to you, and when the words that's coming out of my mouth
Sensei, I know
is
you're saying
going in
this.
your ears as other words. So you thinking I'm saying this, and I
No, I'm
re-explain it to
not.
you like I'm not saying this, and then even after that,
Sensei,
you say,
I'm
"Yo,
agreeing with
you
you.
still
Sensei,
wishing." You
Sensei,
wishing on it though, like
Sensei.
when you
Okay,
wish on
okay.
it, you wishing
Uh,
on its downfall. Like I done said that
Sensei,
mad times after
Sensei,
I said I'm
this is
not
why
wishing nothing.
Sensei, this thing.
It's
We know you're
weird.
saying. They know it's not saying this thing because of how we experience life and stuff. If someone keeps saying, "Oh, this is gonna happen. This may happen," based off of what I'm saying, this may happen. Lo and behold, it happens. So we know you're not saying that verbatim. I wish it had happened. We know that. But we're saying because you worrying too much and putting too much mental energy into it, and basically,
that's why we saying just like, bro, just enjoy it for what it is right now. You feel me? When they fuck up, they fuck up. If they fuck up, just enjoy
Exactly.
it for what
Y'all
they doing
basically
right now.
telling niggas not to have opinions.
No, we ain't
Yeah,
saying that. Like,
No,
no, we ain't saying that. We
That's
saying
bet you
me,
enjoy it
yeah.
for what it
me saying
is.
I
It
have an
is what
opinion would
it
be shut
is.
up and watch it. Don't say nothing about it. Shut up and watch it.
because
I'm
the
not
thing
saying
is, all the
you
energy
can have your opinion.
and all the energy y'all
Just
giving it, and y'all giving out there. Okay, bet.
You
Don't
telling me
opinion,
not
because
to
probably
think.
gonna happen.
That's
no,
basically
I'm
what
telling you
Exactly.
it
not to
is.
worry so much, nigga. That's all I'm
I'm,
saying,
That's
but
the
bro.
same thing.
these are
You
not
not know what worrying is?
worries. Yeah, like,
Like,
bro, listen.
oh my
Yeah, like
god.
these is not
Oh my.
consistent worries, bro. It's like I don't be at home. Oh shit, man, the Tower got anime. We having a discussion about the anime, and then I go into
Check. Can I say something? Hello?
the crash of A, B, and C. We just like, oh yeah, you putting out the energy for this A, B, and C to happen. No, it's to see what could happen. Like, bro, I
Sensei,
get that
we never.
it's you don't listen. That shit is crazy. You don't listen.
Hello?
You not listening. Like
That's good,
again,
motion.
like we
Hey,
are
look,
agreeing. I literally
y'all
said I
still
agree
talk
with you.
about like the animation, right?
Yeah, like I literally said I agree with
It's
you.
multiple
I
stuff.
told you
Hold
I
on,
It's
hold
agree
on,
not
with
even.
you.
hater.
It's not even just the
Hold on,
anime.
hater.
It's
Hold
not even
on.
just
Hold
the
on.
Yo,
animation.
Go
What's
ahead.
good, senpai?
You
Yo,
talk about the animation though, still, right?
It's not the animation. It's basically
no, we're
like,
talking about the actual story now and how they're
Pretty much,
yeah,
cutting
Sensei
out the
like,
is saying
fluff,
that he mad
how
that
they cutting out
that
the
the
fluff,
pretty much
basically.
Crunchyroll they
Nigga
and
never
put
said he
everything in.
mad.
Pretty much, no, he pretty much mad. He mad at Crunchyroll put everything,
oh man.
put everything from the manga into the
man, go one at a
episode. So
time. Go one at a time.
hold on,
One
B.
at a
Dang,
fucking
I
time.
got it, B.
I said, oh man, bro, calm down, chill.
This thing, B. Well, pretty much Sensei is upset and concerned that the Crunchyroll didn't put every bit of information and blog posts into these episodes, so that we get a lot of
Oh,
backstory and stuff for
oh,
a lot of exposition, a lot more things shown to us to let see. So pretty much he's saying stuff like he wants to
mm-hmm,
see more things that we didn't get to see in the
mm-hmm,
manga, or things that were left
mm-hmm,
out of the manga. He would like to see in the actually animated in the episodes. And I'm
mm-hmm.
saying that even though we didn't, and my thing is, even though I didn't see it, I'm cool at how they presented it anyway in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
And since they saying
Hater.
that's concerned,
Like
go
no,
ahead, G.
Hater, you literally
I
hold
heard
up,
that
hold
part.
up, hold up,
Hey,
look,
Sensei,
hater, you
body that nigga
literally
for not listening at
yo,
all.
yeah, hater, you ain't listen at all, bro. You just combined everything I said into one statement. Because I
If
was
I didn't,
literally telling you, like, yo, I
so
wasn't
if I didn't listen, then how combine it? If I didn't listen,
stop, hater. I'll let you go, hater, because you combined like all of my other bullet points into one statement and tried to say that that is exactly what I said.
that is pretty
That's
much your
not what I
argument.
said because you no, it's not because
I'm
the
not going to
point
repeat
about
everything you
them
said.
not bringing in a blog post. Hold up, the point about them not bringing in a blog post is the Tower of God is a fucking story with a lot of expositional information that you could supplement and put into the anime to have it as a weekly anime that has nothing to do with them cutting out fluff. That's just saying that Tower of God could be a weekly anime. So that's has nothing to do with our current argument. You just tried to put that in there and mix it in. Like I was just like, oh, because they not showing the blog post shit. It's this a bad anime. I never said no. One, two. I was like, yo, I like that they cut out fluff in the anime. I'm like, bro, well, in Tower of God is not one of them stories where cutting off. It's like, nigga, a lot of this shit, bro, you need further down the line how they not going to explain it again. You don't get no other explanations on what a wave controller is and all of that shit. And I said like, yo, the next episode is critical because if they cut out fluff in the next episode, niggas is not gonna know what these positions is
Oh
really
yeah,
for and what they really is.
I heard you
Yeah,
say
because
that. I
that's where
heard you
this
say
shit
that.
really. That's where
Hey,
this
but
shit really
They
started.
don't
So
need to. They listen. These are casuals.
Nah,
They don't
shut
need
up,
to.
hater. Shut up, shut up.
This is
Listen,
Hold
what
on,
the
hold
hell?
listen,
on. Y'all
like,
been arguing this shit for long. Just
yeah,
let Mo go. Come on.
there's no, there's no, because, like, we need that information. Like, there's no way they're just gonna breeze through that shit. Like, if they do, then, like, there's no question it's a bad anime. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas is not really gonna understand what the fuck is going on and how these fights work. But like like they're gonna slow down their pacing just for that moment because we need to understand that moment.
and I brought that up. I'm like, instead of 7 episodes a chapter, I mean 7 chapters an episode, they need to do like 5 for these next joints to explain this shit. Cause bruh, listen to what I'm saying, hater, right? What I'm basically saying is because this started when I was like, yo, if they cut out shit, like if they cut out a lot of fluff for next episode, it's gonna be bad. Like Mo said, we not gonna know what these positions is. And for y'all to say like, yo, well, you wishing that on the shit, it's like saying like, yo, I know a nigga still. I done seen this nigga still 3-4 times, nigga. And then now
You
I'm just,
not
oh,
wishing
he
it,
ain't
but
a
I
fucking
understand where
scaler.
haters
It's
saying
not
like
wish.
it's definitely not gonna happen. Like there's no way that's gonna happen.
It's
Sensei,
not wishing it,
that's
bro.
the
It's
thing. Like
called
you
like
seen those
collective
niggas still.
information.
This is somebody new. That's
No,
what
but
he's
listen,
saying.
hold up, listen to me, bro. Hater already said, yo, I like the fact that they cut out fluff. So for 5 episodes, they cut out fluff. In the sixth
But
episode, you think I'm not? You hold up, stop. In the sixth episode, you think I'm not? You don't think I'm? They think they cutting out fluff. We know they're gonna cut out some fluff. It just depends on what the fluff is, and that is what my argument is right
but
now.
there is
Yo,
no fluff in
if they
that
cut out,
moment though. Like we're at the part where like we're really in it now. Like there's no fluff here.
hey, you think that, bro? It was certain shit that I thought wasn't fluff in the first 26 episodes, but they cut it out. What are you talking? Like, bro, Evan and Yuri, why they're in the fucking joint going down the seat to floor 1? We don't even know why they were there. They just pop up. They just there. Like, oh shit,
But
Hey,
she
that's
kicked
we
not
Bam in
know,
the head.
us.
we know,
That's
but they
we
know.
That's
They
know.
don't
bro.
know.
We
Listen. Is
know.
that
So I'm good.
hold up, bro? Don't say just because we know it don't matter, bro. I want you to. This is
I
a
said it
That's
didn't
conversation.
what
matter,
that's what
nigga.
haters gonna keep saying.
It
Don't
re- I
Yeah,
really,
that's
I really am because
but that's not
You're
the
not gonna
argument
change
here.
that.
Hater,
That's not the
I'm not I
argument.
don't want you. Hey, yeah, that's not what the argument's about. It's not about your personal perspective right here. This is about niggas that watch the anime that's not us. You
they
understand?
don't
Like that's
care.
what this I
Since
huh?
Sensei, they don't care. Obviously, Sensei, if they don't
Hater.
know,
So
they won't
hater.
care at
Okay,
all.
but hater.
Ain't a
Now
big
let me
deal.
ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question, right? So in all honesty, bro, imagine yourself as a fucking like you are you right now, but also imagine yourself as an anime viewer. You know the information that you know now after you watch the anime.
Mm-hmm.
When you know that Yuri literally just pops up and kicks Bam in the face, you don't know no reason for her being there. That's fluff to you. It's just like she just there. It don't matter why she there. She
It
just there.
don't no, cause no. Listen, this thing. I'm simple. If I see it visually on the screen, look
That's
good.
fine.
Hey, I'm
That's
good.
fine.
That's what I say.
That's
That's what I
fine.
say. Most people are simple like that. Sensei. Most people ain't really worried about like all that. They may have a few that be like you. Be like, hold on, why is she there? Don't make no sense. Nah, that's trash. Let me get
I
that. For the
think it's
most part,
split.
overall,
I
people
think
are
it's
simple.
split. Like I think
Like
some niggas would look at that shit and be like, "What the fuck
it's
is going on here?"
it's like
And people
70,
and
30.
some people,
Yeah.
Most niggas looked at that and said, "What the
hold
fuck is
on, let me
going on?"
finish. Like some
No,
people
they
Hey,
be
don't.
like, "Yo, what
Uh,
the fuck is going
nah,
on
hey,
here?" And
that's
some
I can
people
read on
kind of
that.
like that,
Telling
like they
niggas
like the
about more.
mystery of that shit. And then other people would also just be like, "I, who is this random person?" And we never address that point, and people are gonna view that as trash. So like it's 50-50 to me.
Me it's 70-30 because again, people to me are just simple. Like, y'all give people too much credit. Like people
No,
think
I
like
feel
that.
like you make people too dumb.
No,
Well,
Like
hater
people.
think
he
people are
actually have
dumb.
people as
Like
dumb,
hater thinks niggas is
especially
dumb.
the casual anime
That nigga said
viewers. Nigga,
70-30.
they're dumb.
Casual anime people, you know what I'm saying, casual anime person,
Man, I hate how
ain't
y'all
that worried
niggas
about
try and speak for a whole group of people y'all don't even
You gotta
fucking
realize
know.
though, Sensei, from our point of view, we're not casuals, nigga. We're technically like, if we want to get technical, we way beyond casual, nigga. We on the
we
opposite
hardcore.
spectrum,
We
the
are
opposite
hardcore
side
people.
of that
Like we
shit. You
talk
feel
about, we
me?
are hardcore fam. Like we over here like analyzing blog posts. We discussing and debate this
Mm-hmm.
almost every other day.
We
Like we
read the
hardcore pretty
raws,
much. Like,
dude.
Bro,
Like
as a
listen,
real,
fact.
as
real,
bro,
real
as a
extreme.
child, bro, listen, I'm gonna put it to you like this. As a child that only watched Dragon Ball Z, I remember my mother got me a fucking a Gotenks toy. We are in the boot. I mean, we are in the Frieza saga. Goku ain't even went Super Saiyan. I knew that I did not know this character, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And I threw a temper tantrum. I am a casual anime fan at this point in time, and because I
No,
do
you're just a
not
child who
gonna
didn't
know
know
Yeah,
who the
yeah.
character
Like
was.
that's
no,
You
a
feel me?
you threw a temper tantrum because you
But
didn't know
listen,
who the
Can I?
fuck
no,
Can I?
Frieza
bro, cause
was.
That's what
nigga,
I'm saying.
this is
Most,
You
Christmas.
like
This
You
is
see what I'm saying,
hold up,
Most?
hold up,
You see
hold
what
up.
I'm
Nah,
saying,
nah,
Most?
nah, nah, nah. Let's
you
keep
don't
it
you
real.
don't
Stop,
hold on,
chill,
wait,
chill,
You see what
Sensei,
I'm
chill, chill.
saying?
before you
Because we
continue.
talking about something that
Wait,
I
Sensei,
listen.
before you
Nah,
continue,
nah,
like
nah.
you don't
Most,
see how
most.
that's
This is
ridiculous,
Christmas.
dude. Like
Thank
Most,
you.
wait.
that you
Most, you
threw a
telling me that's ridiculous?
tantrum.
Most.
Thank
So
you.
you telling me on Christmas, right? You just seen Goku fight Genyu, and you telling me on Christmas you didn't been good all fucking year. You like 4, and your mom go buy you what you think is a fake Dragon Ball Z toy, and this is like one of your big presents. This ain't like none of this. This is what you've been asking for all year. Like, yo,
Bro,
just give
y'all
me some
hear
Dragon Ball
this?
Z toys.
Y'all
I'm
hear
gonna be
this right
good.
now?
That's
And,
your fault for thinking it's fake.
Thank you. That's what I'm
no,
saying.
it's
What
Thank
does
you.
Goku
not.
have to do with
Thank you.
anything, nigga? What does
No,
Goku
it's
Like
have to
Yes,
I
do
it
with
not.
anything
like
is.
right now?
No,
What
it's
the fuck?
not.
Who,
That's
who
still want
the
to
told you?
portion
Who
of the
told you to
understand.
think
info.
that it was fake? Who
I
told you to think
still
that was fake?
like I
That's
don't
the
Nobody.
understand.
info
I
that
don't
I have.
understand,
That's
dude.
info. That's the info
Dude,
that I
Thank you.
didn't
I told
have,
you. I
bro.
told you. That's
Sensei,
what I'm
I
saying.
Like
don't
my
I
homeboy,
don't
my home.
understand.
Hold on. My homeboy watches Star God, and he's not into it like that. Casual watcher, and he ain't asking these questions that I'm hearing on here talking about. Oh, who is this Yuri bitch?
It's just
Who
say
is
what I'm
this?
saying.
Not
Nah,
Most
like
nigga,
like
Man,
I'm
kills
gonna
me.
this
watch and
not the,
see.
I'm
That's his
sorry.
whole
I
thing.
just can't let this go. Like, do you
Can I
not see
interject?
how irrational it is
Shut
for you
up.
to throw a
Shut up.
tantrum?
Can I interject
He
real
said
quick?
no.
he was a
Hold
child.
on. I mean,
He
in
was a
his
No,
child
but
on
like
defense,
he
Christmas.
niggas on
really
He
like
Twitter,
was a child, and
he
it was on
gentlemen,
Christmas.
like
if
but
we're
that like the
screaming right
fact
now
that
for
that's
penance,
why
time
he
and
feels the way he
relax.
feels right now because as a child he had a visceral he was uncomfortable with the idea of someone new coming in that he fucking was brought to tears and
Hey,
is
y'all remember that
now
Spider-Man
like
video? Who the fuck
fucking
is this
21
nigga?
years later had the
Okay,
audacity to be like,
Who
nigga,
the
are
fuck
y'all
is
let me
this
just say
nigga?
this, right?
like
Let me
what are
just
you
say this.
doing right now?
So mental analysis, that is definitely crazy. That's some underlying shit on
Yo,
Sensei's
that's
part,
like
by the way. But like in
Yeah,
terms of the
underlying
actual
bullshit.
story,
Fuck out of here.
in terms of the story, right? There's a lot of stories where it starts off, you don't know who people are. All you know is the main character and certain things that they show you. It's not crazy for you to be questioning things, but it's not like you're gonna get everything off top in a lot of the stories. It's part of the mystery for you to keep watching to wonder who is this chick? Why is she so strong? Why is he so weak? What was
Yeah,
going
but
Mm-hmm.
on? It
it
keeps you
depends on
Mm-hmm.
interested.
whether you
It
like
drags you
that
Uh-huh.
in.
allure or
That's
not.
how they
Like,
Uh-huh.
are
drag you
you
into
are
the
you a
story,
Yo,
baby.
person that's into
yo,
that?
but
If
yo,
you're
you see,
not, you're gonna
yo,
think that's
let me
trash.
let me say something, right? Yo, you Cola, you see how his stories that's like that, right? But what we telling you is Tower of God is not that story, and the anime is the one making it that story. It's like Tower of God tells you, like, yo, Yuri and
No,
them is
that's
coming
not
down. No, shut
true.
up, shut up, shut up.
That's not
Hold up,
true.
bro. In the example, hold up. In the example that I gave you, nigga. The shit about Yuri and she just kicking Bam in the face in the anime. You don't see her no time before that, bruh. In the manga, nigga, she's in the vents and shit, and they looking at Bam while he's sitting there, and she talking like, and she has a whole conversation with Evan. They talk about how they ventured down the joint, all that. Tower God is not that story for that example. Yes,
Manga,
Tower
but
God.
it does not have to be the anime does not have to go beat for beat with the manga. A lot of
That's
stories don't do that, but they can
that
show
is
the
a
most important.
fact.
Yes,
Okay, so
but
when okay, so
it's not like it's
when are we gonna get that
absolutely
information?
necessary.
Okay, Cola, when we gonna get that information about why you're
If
I
it's a
don't even
story,
can
right?
hold
If
on.
it's a
Can you tell me why she was there? Because I don't even remember.
Oh, she was searching for Fantanium.
Okay. Well,
But fucking
they
That's what
gotta
I'm
tell
saying.
us
Ain't
who
that
the
see,
fuck
crucial?
he is
and that's
first.
Ain't that crucial?
information in the story that is really not necessary
Like
right now.
we
It's good to
didn't
know.
even know
It's
who
good to have.
Nobody
Fantanium
really
was
needs to
when
know
they
who
said that.
Phantomanium is.
Yeah, it's good to have though. Good to have, but yeah,
It's
but
always
no.
good to have, but you don't need that shit.
Well, so
so listen, so they just
anime.
gonna shove it. They just gonna shove in some anime only part about. They're gonna tell us who Fantanium
Like
is,
okay,
and then
no,
they go
like
like
we
this is.
know there's a specific there's a specific point in the story where they do bring up Fantanium. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's
But
not.
yes, there
There
is.
is. Yes, there
No,
is. Yes, there
not.
is.
They
They
tell you
talk
that
So
about
like,
in.
he wasn't even
Fantanium and Eneru.
yeah.
They don't talk about when Mosh.
And Fantanium going to see Jihad too.
Yeah,
When
they
did they
talk
talk
about
about
Fantanium
Fantanium?
when they go see
When
Jihad.
when did they talk about Fantanium? At what point? Season what? 2?
Yeah,
When?
season
In what
2.
arc?
Season
In
two.
what arc?
I honestly don't remember,
I
to be
read
honest,
arc,
but
but
I
season
know that
two.
it definitely happens. I know for a fact it definitely happens. Like
They do
there's
that.
Like
it's
They
like
talk.
you say,
it's like a panel and a half, but they
So,
bring up Fantanium. And they
Sensei,
could
it's not
do
even
they
really
like
that
that is the
necessary
moment
for us to
to
really
bring
know
up
who
that
those
character,
number
but
ones
we
and
don't
number
need to
twos
know
are. We
why
don't
I
Yuri
don't
is
even.
there in that moment.
We don't need to know that Fantanium is the number one because when they tell you that she's
I mean,
searching for
but
him, we don't
that's
know who he is.
but
We
like
don't even know what he
the
did yet.
important
We just
part
know
is
she's
not like
searching
So
for him.
like if they bring
what's
if
funny is right
yeah.
for this character for those two characters, right? Do we really need them in the story to begin with? It's just cool to know that they existed. It's not like it's absolutely relevant for us to know who they are because the author told us
I
they're
mean,
not
it's
coming back.
essential to know who Enryu is, right? Like we gotta know who the fuck that nigga is.
Enryu, yes, but they're gonna explain Enryu on the floor of death. We
But
already knew that.
that's why we learn about Fantanium. Like it's like
But
also
that's why I'm saying we don't really need to know all those characters right off the bat. Even at the beginning, it's not absolutely necessary to know that. Like
But to
it's
just make
nice
the
to know
bitch come
later
down
on
and
to be
kick him
like,
in the
hey,
face
bro,
out of nowhere is trash.
there was once a
I can see how
legendary
you could
regular
view
that
it
came
that
into
way,
the
but I'm
story. We can
saying
talk
niggas
about
is
that
gonna be
later on. It's not
50-50
absolutely
on that.
necessary.
Or if
Like
let me put it to you like this, bro. If it's written like that, like in the actual story that she just came down out of nowhere and kicked her face and it's mysterious like that, that's fine, bro. That's how the story's written. But for the animator to literally just come cut that out and just make appear out of nowhere like a fucking genie, to me that's weird and trash. Like that's not fluff to me. Like at least give
okay,
a
but
reason,
like
like or
so
show her before then some shit, bro. Like
the,
like it's not like it was written that way. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't
but
written.
that's like me saying like the fact that like episode 1 and like episode 1 of One Piece is like the first two chapters out of order. You know what
Hold
I'm
on, wait.
saying? Like is that
Most.
like
Hold on, wait. Most.
is
I
that
want to say something
inherently
quick. Hold on to
trash
that.
because they didn't follow it to the T?
Hold on, wait. We're gonna say something quick. To say, granted, it's not a direct one correlation, but you sound like the dudes that complain about how Marvel movies are, to a degree. Like you complain
He
about,
is
you
the
sound like
dude
one
that
of those dudes.
complains about how Marvel movies are
It's
to a
like the
degree.
Spidey thing. Do you remember how Spidey
Yes,
was whenever he saw
about Spider-Man. Yes,
yeah,
like
Spider-Man?
it's
He hates all the new Spider-Mans because it's not the
Yeah,
same
but
as what he read.
Spidey is young and irrational.
But that's what Sensei is doing right
Yeah,
now.
nah, don't do
Nah,
that.
I
Sensei
wouldn't
is
agree to
That's
that
not
Sensei
what
is
I'm.
because
young and
hold up.
irrational.
I wouldn't
That's
agree
not.
to that because everyone knows that half the time when someone's adapting a movie that the movie is that the director twists it. This is something that's normal. That's like when you're adapting an anime, the anime is usually adapted towards the manga. That is a
Yeah,
general sense. Like,
but
come
certain
on
Yeah,
now.
things,
but
it's
and
a certain
certain
thing.
shit is
they're
cut
not
out.
always
But
true
what
to
I'm
Not all
form.
things are gonna be
I
the
think
same
Do
though.
okay.
do they
I feel
follow
like
the
this is where our
same like
disagreement is
story
at.
path? Yeah, but they don't necessarily
Yeah.
go in the order with
But
how the
let me
fucking
tell
manga
let
goes.
me say this. Let me say this, and we can move on after this. This is where our disagreement is at. We all know that in the anime they cut out certain shit unless you get an excellent anime adaptation, right? But where our disagreement is at is what they should be cutting, and that's what I'm talking about. It's
I
like we
look,
just disagree on what
I'm
should
on
be
your
cut out and what
side.
shouldn't.
Oh, well then if we're saying that, knowing why Yuri's down there is not absolutely
I'm on
necessary.
your side.
That
Like
that's just one example, bro. It's mad shit that got cut
no,
out from
they cut
episode
mad
1
shit.
to
Like
episode
I'm on
26.
your side, Sensei. Like at the end of the day, right? Like I was surprised by the shit that they cut out because I felt like that shit was kind of important. You know what I mean? Like I really did. But like at the same time, like it is what it is, and I don't care.
It's only 13 episodes in a
And they
season.
too, I keep saying again,
They
we
can't
aren't
put all
casual.
of that into
Again,
one
we're
season,
not
Like
bro.
casual.
we
Saying
all
the regular
question how
person.
fast the pacing was, and it's fast, but they're still doing a good job.
If they
Like
weren't
the
doing
shit
such a,
that
if the
they
story
cut,
itself
like
wasn't capable of progressing
Is,
without all that information, I would agree. But it's
isn't
capable
their
of doing that.
goal? Isn't their goal to get to the end of season one?
Yeah.
Yes.
To
that's
so
the
that
way
they can
it's looking.
so like that's why I'm not like I can't complain about them fluffing out things when they already
Like
rushing
if we're at
period.
episode 4 right now, when we're getting close to the final test, like they're gonna stretch shit out here.
Yeah, episode
Well, I
6.
got a question though, Sensei. If we knew it was 13 episodes from Jump, you
No, we
knew this was
didn't.
gonna happen
No,
though.
we didn't. Yo, listen,
You didn't.
Rage.
You
No,
didn't.
no,
You
listen,
didn't.
Rage.
No,
We did
we
Rage.
didn't know.
We didn't. We didn't know. We didn't know that it was 13 episodes until episode like 2 or 3. Because if you went on fucking my anime list, which I think is like the best joint or some shit to check, they
My
never. It was
Annie
always.
list is
It
better
was
than my anime list.
well, I didn't know about that. My bad, bro. I said what I think and shit. But they had question marks. Like it was just 3 question marks. And then Wallow told me, he was like, yo, it was like episode 3. I'm like, shit, we might be getting 26 episodes. He like, nah, it's 13. I'm like, why the fuck would it just be 13? And then I went and checked and they updated it and it's 13. So like we
Okay,
ain't know
so
for a
in
minute.
episode when you were told information in episode 3, you seen the stuff that they were doing in that episode 3. You found it was
I
13.
mean, no,
You wouldn't
by the
expect
time you
them to
seen
cut
the
out
first
some of the
2
fluff. You
episodes,
wouldn't
dude.
Yeah,
expect
but
that.
that's I already told you. I know that they're going to cut out some fluff. We just disagree on what should be cut out and what shouldn't.
Like
I mean, look,
another
I
thing,
don't
like with
think
the
that Yuri
okay,
shit
so
is really that critical. Like we don't
yeah,
need
the
a
Yuri
reason
thing
for
isn't
her
that
to be
critical.
there.
That was my next point. Yuri, while she was there,
That
wasn't
was
that
okay.
important.
I guess I brought up a bad example. Nigga, like it's
It's
shit
not even
that
no, it's not a bad example, nigga. You just brought up something that's more important to you. If you say something that's more important to like soap or more important to rage, then yeah, because we don't all have the same things that we want to see
But no, hold on, wait.
yeah.
Boy, with beef,
to a
say
certain
beef.
extent.
I want beef, but say beef. Hit the exact. Somebody said like that information is important to casuals. I'm like, it really ain't that important. Like casual people like that. Like them saying Yuri at that moment in time ain't that important. To be honest, ain't that
Bro,
important.
what I'm saying is, bro, if you when you okay, Hater, from your standpoint, this is like, nigga, if you want the information, go read the. So when you go read the manga and you start from chapter 1 and you actually see that shit and then you reference it back to the anime that you be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, she just appeared out of nowhere in the anime, but
It
the
depends.
manga,
Listen,
I get a
listen. At
bit
that
of
point,
a little
listen.
shit.
Listen, at that point, it's on a person. It's on the individual. Because some folks will like it, some folks will hate it. It's on a person now.
I would say that it's just giving you reason to go read the manga. Like it's part of the reason, part of the anime's job is to open people's eyes to the fact that there's another
That's
section of
what I
reading.
already brought this up, Cola. Like I
I
said, like
know,
an anime
I know. You're
is
saying
a fucking a basically advertisement to go read the manga. But what I'm saying
exactly.
is, hold on. And what I'm saying is that's why I brought up like, yo, Tower of God with all the information that we have, bro. This shit could honestly be weekly, and that's why I'm like that, and that's why I'm like, well, how with the shit that they doing now. Do you think like what? How many seasons of this shit you honestly think we're gonna get? Like the way Hater saying it, like he don't care just get one. We could only get one, and Hater would be fine.
I
Shit,
think
bro.
if we get
I want
one,
this shit to keep going.
if you get
That's
one, like I'd say this, if we get one and then it does really, really well, which it's on indications it's doing very
it's
well,
gonna get a second season.
it's
And
gonna get
season
a second
2 is
season, and
so
they're likely gonna see what they're gonna, how many episodes they want to put in it. Because if they hit like, they'll think about it, be like, it was super popular, then they're gonna think about maybe we should do 26 or should we keep it a long running. They're gonna have to make those
I mean,
decisions, but
season
more
2
often,
is long, dude. So
yeah.
like
So
they
they're
season two
got
will
probably
be
gonna
broke
think
up
about
in
it as
a
gonna be
different.
a longer set of episodes. Maybe even
I
do
could break.
50.
I could break up season 2 for you right now. So listen, right? If you was to do it from the same format as this shit, you would fucking do all the way up until the fucking workshop. That's 113 episodes. You would do the workshop. That's 13 episodes. You would do the Hell Train all the way up until the end of Hoken or the start of
Or death.
no,
Nigga,
not
they
the
would
The
fuck
floor.
the
that
hidden
much and
floor.
Not
not
the
do that.
hell nah. You wouldn't do the hidden floor either. You do, bro. Do you know how long Hell Train is? That's like
Season
Hell
200
two.
Train.
I
chapters.
mean,
The
season
Hell
two of
Train is like
Oh
100
yeah,
plus
you
Hunter
talk
X
about
chapters.
Hunter
with the
season two.
Yeah,
matches with
yeah.
White and all that.
You would
Yeah,
go. You would probably end the first Hell Train arc at the start or at the end of him beating Kaiser, and
yeah.
then you would go. You would go
Like
on
Hell
from
Train itself,
there. Yeah,
like
I would
two,
say
three
based
years.
off of the amount of episodes that
I
we have
always forget
in the
about that part.
webtoons itself, they're gonna probably think about making a long running one because of just how many episodes there are. They're gonna
Yeah,
see
because
Yeah,
by
how
the
even so
long
time
it's
we
long is
taking
get
like
them
there,
guys to
like
make.
we'll
three or
probably
four
be in
anime
season
seasons alone.
4 or
That's
something
simple.
like that.
Yeah. We already know how long it's gonna be. It's not like crazy to expect it to be much longer. Like we see that it's really popular, and if they finish off on a good note in season one, they're gonna think about, okay, what are we gonna do for season two? What are we gonna add and what are we gonna remove? Are we gonna remove a lot or are we gonna move a little bit because people really fuck with this?
I mean,
And I
like I just
mentioned that
want them to stick with let's follow the animation style of the manga, because when we come back for season 2, that difference, you know what I mean? Well, I think that that makes it a checkmate, because not only will it look visually appealing, it's like
Animations and fades.
it's Fade City once you enter season 2.
That's all
Hmm.
you need for a lot of niggas in the community.
Literally, all you need some phase and you good.
And like the fact that they're flying through season 1 like is actually really smart on their end, cuz like I think they knew like this shit is kind of trash. Like, you know what I mean? Like we have to get through
No, nigga, stop trying to push the agenda that the first season is trash. I hate when
I
y'all
mean
niggas do
like
that. Just because
it
you
kind
don't
of is.
like it, say that.
I don't
Say that.
I don't like
It's your
dislike it.
opinion. It's not a
Like
fact that the first season is
it's
trash. If the
entire
first season
it's
is
the
trash,
whole
you still
thing
wouldn't
is
be
set
here,
up, senpai.
right?
You know, beef. You know the whole shit is set up. You know that.
Yes, and what does that mean? That means that you can't, that someone can't like
Okay,
it.
all right.
Someone can't
I
find something in
apologize if
there.
my words offended you.
Do you
I
know?
will
Do you know in
change
the
the
setup
way
that
I
I learned about
phrase
the
it.
whole tower, the system of how the tower works,
I
from the power
understand that.
scaling.
I understand. I will change
So
the
what do you
way I
like?
phrase it. I will
All
change the
right,
way
thank
I
you.
phrased it.
That's a,
Okay, friend.
I love that character development.
All right. All I'm saying to you is that I think it's very smart because they were aware of the fact that look, this entire shit is set up and it's not as engaging as what's to come. So let's get this shit over as quickly as possible.
Okay, that's facts.
And they're doing a good job with that. They got to the crown game quickly. Crown game lit. And now we're about to get to this fucking hide and seek or that tag shit or whatever.
I mentioned that earlier that
Is it?
they pretty much, I'm pretty sure they did it like this with the animation and everything because they know they could have started with a better animation from jump, but I'm pretty sure they did it like this to make sure that they was getting the most out of their money.
Yeah, they're
I
saving their
don't know
money
about
from
that.
what they
Like
can
I think
get
it
at the
was
very end.
like a similar decision to like who like the dudes that created like the Mob Psycho anime. Like for them to stick true to form like that as well, like in the long run, like sort of paid off for them. And I think they're making that same calculation.
Shit,
Well,
first season was
I
fire.
thought it. I
First
think.
season was fire. So was the second. Animation, bro.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm saying that because Nobody's when Nobody's dropped, like what,
Bruh,
three, like
most
two,
they
three.
wanted. I'm sorry. There was most. Let's say in what's it called, in either one, like they would think that they should get like the No Police one-off episode type animation for this. And I'm like, that'd be cool, but
That's
this
not what I
for
said.
the yeah,
All he's
that's what
talking
I said.
about, hater.
No, that's not what, bro. This is what we mean,
Listen
but
to what he's
sometimes you just
saying,
don't be
bro.
listening.
Yeah, listen to
I,
what he's saying. Don't just start talking, nigga.
I, I was definitely just saying that because of what happened with Nobody's before, where people didn't pick up on it. Like they dropped a whole episode and a whole backstory to Mazuka, and nobody paid attention to that shit because it had nothing really prior to it going for it, like Tower God has now, and it was just the wrong time, so it flopped. So I'm pretty sure they did the season one animation like this instead of going with the season three from Jump because they could if they wanted to, but because they save money, and in case it flop, they don't take as much as a loss on it. And then at the same time, from a viewers look like us, it's like, oh, they gonna just do the season 1 animation and go up like they're drawing. So they had nothing to lose for it.
I think it's a smarter choice, to be honest. Like
All right.
I like I'm not opposed to like how it looks, to be honest. Like was
No,
it
me
weird
either.
when I first saw the trailer? Yeah. But now like it's unique. You know what I'm saying? Like it's giving it a different type of feel. And I really think like for Webtoon to be doing this shit right now, like it's crazy. Like this anime shit is about to change. And we're watching it right now.
Shoot, they got in their bag because you see they did the first season animation like the first season for this, but they made the animation a bit better for GOH because they didn't already
Oh,
seem like, all
Oh,
right, people into these webtoons. We
Oh,
we we
listen,
show.
got a high school.
oh, like that's why I'm kind of like I might have
Got
to
Is
to
it
get
watch
on
that
there.
first,
is
cause
it
the
the same
first
studio
season of God of
animating
High
it,
School is
Tower God and God
gas.
High School?
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Like
got how you?
the like with that tournament, that first tournament is gas. I don't care
Hey,
what nobody
Yo,
says.
listen, I'm telling
exactly.
you, though,
But
anime of the
like,
year.
wait, what's anime of the year?
Got a high school. Watch. If they
Oh,
had mixed with it, we be top two.
Oh yeah, no, the first season's gonna be incredible, incredible.
yeah, them faders is gonna be crazy. But like, that's what I'm saying
Like
is like they didn't.
when he hit that dude with that 3-sided kick. You know what I'm talking about? Where he kick
You
you
talking
at
about
the
the
top and the
Yes,
side of the head.
sir. Yeah, yeah, yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yo, yeah. He said about. Oh yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you see how Crunchyroll, because they could have easily, if they really wanted to, had announced both of these trailers at the same time. But I'm pretty sure Crunchyroll used TOG, which was like the biggest one that people was waiting for at the moment. And it's like, okay, we got the hype off this, everybody love it. It's
You know
like,
what's
all right,
crazy though, Aizen?
Tired,
we
I
no
think
we
bleeps.
out of
gonna
high
we
school,
we we
niggas
gonna
wanted
give
to
them
anime
this
for
next
that
one.
more though. I think niggas want to anime from God of High School more than they did Tower God. That's
Nah, I
that's how
couldn't
I
agree
feel.
with
That's
that
how I
one.
see it. 'Cause- no, listen, peep game though, because God
Actually,
of
got
High
a high
School,
school. It's
God
more
of High School was
popular.
out before Tower God, right?
It's a bigger target.
Yeah, because they have more fan animations for God of High School. Like niggas wanted an anime for that for the longest time. Now that they finally getting niggas finna act
Hey,
like it's crack, bro.
I understand what you were saying, but like, got high school been out for so long. That fast pass ain't hit them, and then they ain't get their anime.
Nah,
Like
gotta high
Tower was out for a little fast pass anime.
Not got
gotta high
Tower God
school
been
is
out.
like the
Tower
like
is
bait for
newer.
like basic anime niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like if you just straight
Fights.
fade all the time and dope character design, like gotta high school is that for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't think it got animated as fast as
Fuck
Tower God
all
did
that.
because it's
Fuck
listen though,
all that.
But
it's your basic
Tower
anime
God
format,
sneak up
nigga.
on
It
you. You know
is.
what I'm saying? Got a high school's flashy in front of you.
Yeah, they had to
Yo,
test to
beef,
see if niggas actually wanted to
What?
webtoon animes or not,
nigga.
nigga.
Tower
You can't
God
just
been out
drop.
longer than God of High School, bro. Like a
Yeah,
lot
Not
longer
that
to a certain extent.
they're I'm pretty sure they the
Okay.
same.
Okay.
Nah, it's not the same.
They're
It's
the
not the same length.
I'm
Tower,
pretty sure
bro.
they the same. Hold up. Let me say
Matter
this.
of
I'm
fact,
pretty
no.
sure they
Matter of
the
fact, you
same.
might be right. You
God of
might be
High
right.
School is the thing is that God of High School took a break when TOG didn't.
Nah, you might be right. Cause I feel like God of High School
I think
got
they're
like
both on
400 some
season
chapters.
3, or God of High
They
School might be
Yeah.
like
they
one
dropped in the
season
same.
ahead.
They dropped in the same season of Webtoon. I'm telling you that.
I bet,
Yeah,
bet,
they
bet.
did, but the amount of chapters that we're dropping are just different because there's a massive amount more chapters than in Tower God. It feels like.
Yeah,
I don't
No,
think
I
it's
think
because
his
massive
chapters
either.
are longer.
that's because God of High School took a break. Like
no, he's
they
saying
had
just
a
chapters,
same
but
way
he's
that
saying overall
Unordinary had a
chapters.
break for
He's
like 6 months.
saying
God of High School had a
he's
break like that. Tower of
you
God
saying
hasn't had
overall
any
chapters,
break
Polo? You
besides
talking
like
about
those
like
3 weeks.
just how you doing it?
Prayers to SIU. May he have good
Yeah,
health, and we keep getting chapters and chapters and chapters.
Oh well, nah, that nigga cooking right now. Like Corona hit, he ain't slow down one bit, dude. Like that's why like never a break from Tower God.
God of High School is like 14 chapters behind Tower of God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they only had that one break that they had between their seasons, and that's why.
I
Mm.
mean, do y'all
All
think
right, so yeah,
like
they dropped at the same time.
do y'all think like now that these animes is out,
You know which one bigger.
like we're gonna see YouTubers I know like Chibi's doing
I
that
already
shit, but
seen
It's
YouTubers.
Of
already, it's already
course,
happening,
listen,
dog.
but like
It's
I
already
ain't
Already
see
happening.
like
happening.
niggas
wait,
like
wait, well,
I ain't see
listen,
like
Literally.
King do
Moj,
it,
Moj,
Roger do it,
hold on, Moj,
I haven't
listen,
seen them.
hold
I've
on,
seen
wait,
other
listen,
Never
niggas.
ain't
listen,
do
Moj.
it yet.
This is sickening to me. Like, say this because I remember sitting here in multiple streams over the last 2 years when they be having big streams and dudes bring up manhwas and they just trash manhwas compared to One Piece. It's just annoying seeing them now on the manga wave. Starting to get on the
See,
manga wave,
bro, it's just what happens, man. Popularity hits,
bro.
and you just gotta
Like,
make money off of
I'm
that.
telling
wait,
you,
People
I
ain't
was I
shitty.
was I was sitting in BDA 2-3 years ago with Red Nose telling me, nigga, we don't read no mangas.
bro,
Facts.
bro,
Who you
listen,
telling, bro?
listen,
We were the ones that was trashing them
bro,
niggas for thinking this.
listen.
I know,
Granted,
I
I'm
know what's
kind
wrong
of
with y'all.
newer dudes in
Crazy.
here, but
Never
listen.
said that.
I remember being in here listening to like Mosh or like Cola or like certain or like winners and certain dudes promoting mangas and dudes saying that stuff is garbage, and now you got dudes getting mad that bad about getting spoiled
That we're
over our
spoiling
mangas.
them. Like, give
It's
me
the
a
most,
break.
And
Give
time
bro.
change.
me a
Move
break.
on.
It
Move
is the
on.
most, it is the most annoying thing
Nah,
ever. Nah,
let me tell you
I
something.
ain't
Bro,
gonna
you
lie,
know
bro.
what's crazy?
What?
Nigga, I just went on Webtoons, bro. It's like 1.4 or 3 million people that read Tower of God or whatever. That's the
Mm-hmm.
numbers on Webtoons.
Yeah,
Bro, why the fuck is it 3.9 million people that read Unordinary? We don't got an anime for that.
bro. Ordinary is
Because
Cause
I
that
popular.
shit
don't.
ain't hot.
First of all,
That shit
like,
ain't
That
hot
is
like Tower Fam.
first
It
of all,
ain't
it's
hot
not
like
even.
Tower
how
Fam.
It's
would you
bigger than
animate
Tower
something
of
like
God.
that?
no.
It has
Hold
a
up.
bigger fan
Honestly,
base.
Hey,
personally, the reason
Yeah,
why it's bigger
it's not
is
bigger.
hold on. The reason why it's bigger on Webtoons is because Webtoons Webtoons tends to have actually more shows geared towards like fucking high school life and all types of other
Yes,
shit out there
sir.
in the first place.
Yeah.
That's usually what manhwas be making in the first place. So like that's their bigger category. So
That's a
when
fact.
Ordinary just so happens to be a mix between that and somewhat shonen.
Yep, 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 yep,
hey,
yep,
but
yep.
like, even besides that, right?
Nah,
Still ain't
ain't
bigger
nothing
Like,
than
showing,
Tower.
and nothing showing
like
about
Unordinary as a show, like the pacing in the manga, like let's just be real, is slow as fuck. So like,
it's
uh,
slow until it hit. Then when it hits, like Tower, when
yeah,
it
but
hit,
when it
oh,
hit, it hit. But like, but like the build up
Hey,
to
that's why you
it
just need.
hitting
That's why
is
you need the
slow.
shit that's always gonna hit. You know.
So
Hardcore level
like
reward.
in the
that's a fact.
anime, like I don't know how you will work that out pacing wise, like to be honest. And B, like I'm not trying to see that nigga John do what he does, animated.
Oh no, I need that animated.
I'm not
When
trying
Actually,
to
he
low
see
key,
pulled
that.
up, when he
actually,
was in the field
it's
with
top
what's
three.
that
It's top
nigga's
three.
name?
What tunes?
With
That's
Ice
top,
and he was in the
top
field with that
tunes.
nigga. Yeah, I
Crazy.
You
need
know
that.
what?
I
They
need that.
need to give me that
Fuck
hardcore.
with two.
That's what they need to give me.
They need to
Yeah, we
stop
just.
playing with
We
Lucky
That's
just said
what
Coin
that.
I'm
Game.
talking about.
Listen,
Hey Moj,
Lucky Coin
Moj,
Game,
We
nigga.
bro.
just. Yeah, we just said that, nigga. What the fuck?
Hey,
Niggas
listen,
not
this
listening.
thing. Listen, everybody can't say I'm capping, saying I'm hardcore, the best series ever.
Hey,
Listen,
you're
we
hater.
listen.
You're
You can call
welcome.
me Cap.
Beef. You're welcome.
Man, forget all
Hey,
that. I need
listen,
that Gosu.
y'all can
Y'all
call me
niggas
Cap,
tweaking.
but
I need
listen,
that
the more
Gosu animated,
you
bro.
go by
I
weekly,
have been begging niggas to read hardcore, but ain't nobody wanting to
Bro,
listen to so.
Moj,
don't
when
worry, don't worry, they'll
look,
come,
all I
they'll
want to
come.
say is when all them niggas is in BDA talking about solo leveling, I'm sitting there like, bro, that
Hard.
shit's not even
It's
hardcore
not
level
What's your
for you.
prime is a
hardcore.
solo leveling, Aizen. What your prime
I
is,
didn't
nigga?
say it was a grind. Why
Solo
you hopping
leveling
on?
Oh,
is
okay.
hype, but like you
Okay.
need something more
Yeah,
than
fuck
hype.
up.
Like I need a story,
Nah,
my
nigga.
guy.
Fuck up, nigga.
Tower's better. I mean, not Tower. Hardcore leveling war is better. What do you mean?
That's what I'm
Hardcore at
saying.
800,
To you,
13K.
nigga. Yeah.
Can we
Nah,
talk
fam. To
about that
everybody,
hardcore
fam.
real quick? Cause we ain't really talked about it. Like, so what's going on
Most
with
niggas
this?
that most niggas that read both, you know, done told me it's definitely not solo. If you want them
Yeah,
fades,
that's
Solo,
them niggas. I'm
listen,
not them
solo,
niggas.
listen, they on that. Listen, man, we that
I mean,
solo.
that's all cool and all. You
Solo is
read
good.
solo. I
It ain't
feel
You know
you.
the
hardcore.
You
type of
know,
nigga I am,
you'll
bro. You know I
you'll
choose
say
solo over
you'll
hardcore,
say
bro.
yeah. I know you'll say solo, but solo is definitely not where the hardcore is, bro. Not even
That's
like
what I'm
I
you're
need
not even
that.
saying.
about
So
to
I need
do
solo
this.
animated, bro. Solo got animated, dog. I be so dog. Oh
Solo
my
would be the
god.
most hype
Way
anime.
too.
Like, oh my god, hater!
That's a waste.
It
You know
would.
how
It would
hype
be.
Bleach is.
It definitely would be more hype than Demon Slayer at this
Do
point.
you remember
Like, you
how
know how
hype
many
Bleach
YouTube
was,
videos be
hater?
made
When you
about that
watch the
genre,
anime
bro?
and you see all them fights and all them shits, you see how hype
That's a
that
waste.
was, bro.
That's a
Solo
waste.
level would go above and beyond on that.
Cause y'all gonna come right back down to earth when niggas is like, ah man.
Hey, did y'all know
yeah,
they
this shit
put
really
in
ain't that.
the One Piece anime on Netflix?
What?
Yeah,
The One Piece
I've
anime for
boycotted all
Netflix.
live action anime movies. Like
they putting it
since
on
Dragon Ball
Netflix. They
Evolution, yeah,
dropping
I've never
Tried to
watched
fuck
any of
out
that
to
stuff.
One Piece.
they
Big goat
put
out here.
they put in East Blue and Alabasta on Netflix in
I'm
May.
boycotting it. Nope, I'm not watching it.
Damn, so I'm
No,
not
no.
watching that shit.
Why Alabasta's dope?
I'm
Zoro,
kidding.
the
I'm kidding.
Zoro, the nigga they got playing Zoro, look like he got meat sweats, bro. I'm not watching that.
It's not the live action, bros. I'm talking about the anime.
He's with the animation. Okay. I mean, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Nah, I don't know, but
Still not watching it.
they
Nigga.
leaked the first script and they changed some shit. They said they gonna show in the first episode. They're gonna show Zoro.
And what he was doing.
They're gonna show
And how he
him.
got
They're gonna show
beat
him
him
Who the
up
hell is
to
the
saying
saloon,
no
bro?
to wanting to
probably hater.
join Baroque Works and killing Mr. Seven or whatever.
Bro,
And then they're gonna show him in the village and shit like that, and how he gets tied to the cross and all that.
What up, big news?
What's up, bro? I'm at work.
Serving our country.
I don't know. What y'all think that One Piece live action gonna be trash?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Name one live action movie they gotten right.
It's being made by Americans.
Please tell me.
And
Dick and Tom a live action.
and it's gonna be on Netflix.
I
and
knew
it
you
has
say
a,
that. I knew
hold
you
on,
would
hold
say
on.
that. Kick this man.
It's being made by Americans. It's gonna be on Netflix, and it's got a budget bigger than Game of Thrones.
Nigga. Let me tell you something. Dragon Ball Evolution was made by Americans. You sure you wanna have
Okay,
this
but that was
argument?
also like fucking 2005.
Stop that. Yeah, stop that.
Yeah,
We're not
like
about to
come
do
on
that.
now, stop it.
No, I'm not stopping nothing.
Nah,
Actually,
I can.
the only
Like
good
you're
kinda blown
talking
that you
like
bring that
if,
up.
is Fullmetal Alchemist.
like
That's the
if
only
they
good
dropped
live action
Dragon
I've
Ball
seen.
Evolution in 2020, they would call it racist.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Death Note jump was trash. That came out more recently, nigga.
Bro,
That shit was
how
trash.
Oh,
y'all
well,
think
they
they gonna
flopped
have
on
Luffy
that.
stretching? How y'all think that's gonna look? That shit gonna look so trash.
What?
Luffy stretching.
I mean, not exactly, because think about it. We already got things like Mr. Fantastic
Thank
stretching, and
you.
we don't think that nigga's trash. So
Thank
Bro,
you.
Nigga,
in the
you know how
TV
much
show,
money it goes just to
That
CGI
shit
one
finna,
scene
that
that
shit
nigga?
finna be fire. No, I'm kidding.
I
Yeah,
mean,
like when
it
they
just
dropped
said
the
it has a
Fantastic
budget bigger
Four
than Game of
movie,
Thrones. So come on now.
when they dropped the Fantastic Four movie from Marvel, like, come on.
All I know is my boy Luffy really gonna be out here.
I don't know, dog.
What I'm
bro,
really
that
hyped
shit gonna
for
look
is
Chopper's
that
an
trash.
actual
the
deer, bro. I
Avatar,
don't know about that. I don't know
the
how I feel about
fucking
that.
Avatar live action. That
Now that's
You
gonna be
mad
some
cause
heat. I'm waiting for that.
you
That's
mad
gonna
cause
be heat.
Chopper a deer for real?
like I
Oh,
feel
this
in
All
nigga
my
right,
Ray.
nah, the
bones
one
that
I need
shit
to know
is
who
gonna
they
be
playing Azula.
gas.
That's all I care about. Whoever Azula is, that's all I care about, bro.
It don't matter. It's gonna be
It
gas.
does, nigga. It matters to me.
They said they're
It
going
matters
more
to
in
me,
depth,
nigga.
nigga. Can you imagine a more in depth episode about the Kyoshi Warriors? Could you imagine
I
that?
don't care about no Kyoshi, nigga. It's all about Azula,
Man,
nigga. Stop
Nigga,
fuck
playing.
you
what you
don't. Do you
talking
know what
about.
we
We need to
learned
get
at
a fire
Kyoshi
Azula.
Island, nigga?
Thank
If we
you.
learn more
Thank you,
about the
B. I need
Kyoshi
that.
Warriors, nigga, we learn more about Avatar Kyoshi.
No,
Avatar Kyoshi was
you know
You
what
only
my
gutted.
care about
what my
you
what
the
my
only one that care
nigga
about
just
Kyoshi,
said.
bro.
What my nigga just said is correct, bro. Azula has to be played right by a fire person. That bitch is
Oh,
a
I
key
mean,
person
yeah,
in the
yeah.
story. Fuck out of here with the. I know you like the Kyoshi Warriors, but fuck up, bro.
But you don't. So you don't fuck with Avatar Kyoshi? That's what you telling me?
What?
Hey, so how
No,
would you
I
feel
don't
if they
care.
had
You
how would
don't care
y'all
about
feel if they
Avatar
had
Kyoshi?
Zendaya play
Okay,
Katara?
you're not a fan.
No, I care about Azula. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So you heard
Azula,
me.
who, whatever, dude. Avatar
Yeah,
Kyoshi
yeah.
was
So
body as
so how
fuck.
would you feel if they had Zendaya play Katara? Katara, how would you feel?
Huh?
How would you feel if they had Zendaya play Katara?
Low key, she
Oh
should play
my
Ty
god, I
Lee.
would die, dude.
She should play Ty Lee.
I would die. But that bitch don't know no martial arts like that. She can't
Exactly.
be moving like
Do you
that.
think they're gonna find actual black people or native
Yeah,
people
no,
to play those
they
characters?
said off jump. They're not
They
like
should.
they said whatever they said the movie that M Night Shyamalan made. Just take that shit out your mind.
I can't,
Like
nigga. It's
No.
in
very
their
deep in
press
there.
release, like
Yeah.
they
All
don't
right,
want to
y'all
be
boys. I catch
It's a
y'all
associated with
blind
later.
that
spot on
piece
my
of
mind, bro.
garbage
I
at
can't forget
Time to
all.
go.
that.
Time to go smoke and release some pent up frustration. Y'all boys be safe.
But like on your Azula shit, like I think Toph would fuck up Azula, to be honest.
Toph we seen in the end in the cartoon Toph. Like, are you talking about Toph when she got older Toph?
Nigga Toph. Don't matter which period.
It is a difference because Toph when she got older was a different beast than young Toph. Then you know that.
Okay, but young Toph still learned how to metal bend.
Okay, I still feel like Azula would fade her, bro.
No.
Like, yes.
No.
Azula would get clapped.
Azula would get
No.
clapped. Thank you. Azula
Y'all
would get
sleeping
clapped,
on the
dude.
psych. Y'all sleeping on the psych, bro. She would pull something out that would she'd kill her. She literally try to kill her.
Pull what out?
Pull what out? Something.
Pull
You
what
know
out?
Azula got something, nigga. She
Bro,
got something to fight.
something isn't a feat, my nigga. Come on now.
Hold
You
on,
know how
let me
we
see.
do this.
She made the Avatar lose his. She put the Avatar into PTSD mode, nigga. Tell me she ain't
Based
beating.
off what? You taking context out the story? The nigga was sitting there meditating. The fuck are you
She
talking
still
about?
put him. Did she not put him in PTSD mode, nigga?
Meditating, not blocking at all. Like, stop
But
it.
did
What are
she
you
not put
doing?
him in? You can't disprove my point though. Did she not put him in PTSD mode?
That means nothing.
She couldn't
It
even
means
stop
everything.
Katara from taking them niggas
Like,
away.
what?
That's like what. That's
He
who you talking
literally
about.
got it back and bodied her father. Like, what? What do you like? Stop. We know if he was
Oh yeah,
actually
mind
fighting,
you, it
that's
took
not the
two
case.
niggas to beat. It took two niggas to beat Azula. Mind you that.
Those
Thank
two
you.
niggas
Thank you
is
for
not
listening to my
tall.
TED talk. Thank you.
Those two niggas is not tall.
So
It
you
took
telling
two
me that
niggas to
okay,
not
those
kill
two niggas
Azula.
could beat
That's what you
Azula.
mean. That's what you.
But those
That's
Toph
what
was
you
couldn't
believe.
literally before traveling was literally almost like the best Earthbender out.
She was
Before
the best.
traveling
She
and
was
getting
the
strong.
best Earthbender.
She was the best husband.
That's what I'm
I give her
saying.
that. She was. That's her feat. That's her.
Before traveling and getting stronger. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but this is Azula when she's like full psychotic breakdown though, nigga. She don't care about
She
her own
worse
life
when
just to
that
kill her.
happens.
Yeah, she's definitely
Okay, and
nigga, when
you
you
still haven't
psychotic, you
provided
don't
a feat but
change.
the Avatar, and he wasn't even doing anything. He was sitting there meditating.
It's
Like,
still the Avatar. It's like if you beat Korra, nigga, what if you beat Aang or Korra,
that's
what
like
other
saying
context is needed?
if I beat a nigga up in his sleep, it's still him. Like, no, nigga, that's trash. Shut up.
He
It don't
was
even make
asleep, nigga.
sense.
He was awake, nigga. He was meditating. You can't sleep and meditate, nigga. What the fuck?
Do you not know what meditating is?
Meditating is being awake and falling into a trance-like state. Yes, you're not
Exactly.
asleep. Wow, no, you have to be awake
That's
to
pretty.
meditate.
Okay,
nigga.
but my nigga was opening his chakras, so like he couldn't.
Exactly.
Like,
sitting there.
My nigga was in a delicate ass state, and
What
you
does
know
that
that.
have to do with the nigga being like completely unarmed and non-defensive? Like, what? He was not fighting. That's not a feat, nigga. Stop.
He was fighting, nigga. He was about to go into the Avatar state. What are you talking about? Then she
He
caught
was.
the nigga
He
last.
wasn't about to go into the Avatar state.
I can go get the clip right now, nigga.
He was
I'm
trying
talking
to get,
about
he was
him
trying to
going
get rid of
into
his
that
love.
Avatar state.
Oh yeah, no, he was trying to get control of the Avatar state. You're right. My
Exactly.
Yeah, in that little underground cave. Yeah, when Zuko.
He was trying to get
did.
control of
And
it.
Zula pulled up. Yeah.
Because he had to let go of Katara.
And he was hesitating. So she got the lightning strike in. That's
I don't care what
that's
y'all
not
say,
a feat
nigga.
to her like beating his ass though,
I
because
don't
in
care
the
what y'all
Avatar
say.
state.
Zula's beating her. I don't care what you say. You can't change my mind. That's my opinion. Nigga.
And first of all, like let's be real, Iroh would fuck up Azula.
Exactly.
Okay, and that's Iroh.
Yeah,
Nigga.
what are y'all talking about? Iroh's beating Dolph. What are y'all doing?
No.
Thank you, nigga. Whoa, what?
No.
If y'all talking about Kid Tough, Azula's body back in there. That's not even a
Thank
fight.
you, big news.
No, dude, no.
Especially if she ain't got
I don't give a fuck if he in the White Lotus. I'm not doing that.
You said what?
I don't care if he's in the White Lotus.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Could you think Boomy could beat Tom?
Wait, hold on.
I don't think Boomy could beat Toph.
Iroh's strong enough to beat the Fire Lord. What are you doing?
Iroh was what?
Iroh was strong enough to beat the Fire Lord.
Not at
he
current
wasn't.
day time. No, he wasn't.
He literally said, "I could," but I don't know.
They
if
were
that's a good
talking.
look.
They definitely wasn't talking about present day.
What do you mean?
like they was like I'm pretty sure that was the same time that they were talking about the past between him and the Fire Lord.
No, 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 no. He said, I don't know if I could, but even if I did, it wouldn't be a good look. Somebody else needs to do it.
I mean, that to me just meant that he was willing to pull up.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I don't
And
think that
like,
nigga is
and the
beating.
Fire Lord was fading. Let's just be real about that.
I don't think
Like,
that nigga is beating Fire Lord, Comet, Ozai, nigga. Like,
You're tripping.
yeah, that man was fading.
literally, Aang was out here bending all four forces fighting this nigga.
When he did that, that was a low diff. Like, y'all need to stop. Y'all saying that Zula's losing to Toph. If you hop off the ground, you could beat Toph. What are you doing?
She still got ears, my guy. She could hear fire.
Exactly. What is that? Like,
You said what?
you know she can hear them using fire, right? Like, come on now.
Do y'all not remember when all four of them tried to jump Azula and she still got away?
Okay, so she's slippery. So what?
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
see,
Mad
look,
niggas
that's what I
tried
hate
to
about
jump
you niggas
Aang
so
and
much
he
on
got
this
Do
away.
y'all
Lord.
think Toph is beating her by herself? No. Unless
You
you're
know how
talking
many
about the crazy
niggas jumped
Azula.
Aang and Aang got away? Like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
all right. Anybody
I
got
don't know, change the topic. You niggas are weird. Change the topic.
any other topics? I don't know any other topics.
I got a topic for you, nigga. What about the new Fire Heat that's coming out? You feel me, nigga? Yeah.
The new what?
What?
No, I'm talking about the Shonen Jump had like I forgot the names of them, but it's like 3 or 4. They do this like every couple of years. It's like a festival shit they do where they put new manga in Shonen Jump, and there's some heat in there, John. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Some fire. I don't know, nigga. I'm trying to change the topic. You niggas not saying nothing.
Oh, cause I mean, we don't know
I
what
have
you're
no
talking
idea
about,
what
and
you're
you don't know
talking
the
about.
name of what you're talking about, so it's like nothing to talk about.
Nigga, look up Jump.
Like,
Shonen Jump new manga. That's all you gotta look up. Shut up.
yeah,
I'm just
I
saying.
gave you. I gave you
that
the
was a
clues,
good job,
nigga. You
Rage.
need
Good
it, nigga.
job. Now I know what to name this stream. Okay. All right.
What's the name of the stream, nigga?
Good job, Rage.
Oh
No,
no.
don't do that.
Hey, put Toph as the strongest airbender. Earthbender.
What?
Put Toph
Put
as the
Toph as a
strongest
strongest
airbender.
airbender. Troll niggas, bro. We gonna start trolling niggas in the
Nah,
titles,
nah.
nigga.
Put mangas over manga.
No, idiot boy.
Yes,
No,
mangas over manga.
no, you idiot. No.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna
Hey,
end the
most
stream here.
clickbait the title, nigga.
We
Put
See,
Ludacris as the best rapper. That's what you need to put.
yeah, yo, we definitely having a Luda stream, Luda top 10 past 20 years. These niggas don't
Nah,
know.
you gotta make a title like Lil Wayne is the worst rapper.
Nah.
I'm not saying